Hi everybody, it's Pluto of Pluto's Muse here, back with another timeless pick a card reading, and this is in honor of the total solar new moon eclipse in the sign of Leo. I have been struggling with the name, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry about it. You know what the moon is. I'm going to put it in the title, but this is going to be a timeless general pick a card reading. So when you see this is when you need to see it most. If you see it around the moon, then this is when you need to see it. If you see it after the moon, then that's when you needed to see it. And the messages are general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. But overall, this should be an exciting reading. I feel like this is a really positive marker in the rest of this year's like layout when it comes to what's about to shift for the next 6 months. So stay optimistic, people in the reading. You have 3 options to choose from on the screen. Please choose more than one if you feel drawn to more than one. And if you enjoy this reading, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. All right, let's get started. Hi, Pile 1. You're the pile that chose the hair pick and the emerald crystal. Pile 1, I was channeling. Before I got into your pile, I was channeling super heavy. I immediately started hearing A Song for You by Donny Hathaway. The song titled A Song for You, which is a very somber song. Now, I don't know if some of you are feeling kind of down or if I am channeling the energy of someone around you, but when I think about A Song for You by Donny Hathaway, I actually think about my mom. And my mother is deceased. Rest in peace to my mom. Please don't be bothered by me being like jokey because I love my mother and my mother loves me. But when it comes down to A Song for You, my mother loved that song, and I was like, damn, this is a really sad song. But I think she loved it because of the intensity and the delivery of the song by Donny Hathaway. And actually, let me look it up because we got this hair pick up here. This hair pick also makes me think about my grandparents, my mom, like old things that are related to the past. I wasn't born during the 70s and 60s and things like that, but they were. They were around. They weren't. Some of them were born. Others of them were just living and existing, and that was a very pivotal time in music. But also it could be significant to somebody in this reading, like maybe something about your ancestry, your family. Music could be significant. Culture and things are significant. I chose the hair pick. Actually, we're going to look into Donny Hathaway's song in a second. But why did I choose the hair pick? I chose the hair pick because when I think about Leo, I think about hair. I think about hair. And when I think about hair with Leo, I mean, Leo's hair can come in many different textures. It's always going to be beautiful, right? Even if they don't have hair, they're probably going to have the most beautiful bald head, right? Like they're just going to be amazing. Maybe have beautiful eyebrows or lashes or anything like that. But yeah, when I think about Leos, I think about hair. And I specifically think about afros. Okay. I love a big afro. When I have my hair in a big afro, anything like that, I feel very much so fifth house coded. Not this man cutting this lawn. Hold on. Oh my goodness, you guys, it wasn't a man cutting a lawn. It was an airplane. That was very close to my house. So somebody in here, an airplane could be significant. Travel could be significant. But yeah, when I think about Leo, I think about big hair. I think about hair in general. People having a focus on their hair, loving their hair, tending to their hair. And me specifically, again, being an African American woman, I think about hair picks and big hair. So we're going to look into the meaning behind that and then also look into the song. But when we talk about the song as well, let's just get into it. Let me get into the song really quickly. Okay, so yes. Okay, and this song, Donny Hathaway has a very interesting story. A lot of artists from the 70s do. But I believe Donny Hathaway actually unfortunately committed blank, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I can even say it on YouTube because YouTube gets triggered by certain things. Or I'll have to like say that I said it in the video, but he committed blank, which led to the ending of his life. And that always stood out to me too. I remember talking to my mother about Donny Hathaway and being like, where's he at? What happened? And she told me, and I was like, whoa. And also, I'm also thinking about a couple years ago when I believe they had a play that was based after Donny Hathaway. I don't know if some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me see. It's a lot going on in this reading. I wonder if Donny Hathaway is a Leo. Let me see. Donny Hathaway is a Libra. Wow, he's an October 1st Libra. Oh, Donny. Yes, he was born on October 1st, 1945, and he passed on January 13th, 1979. He was 33. That's so sad. He was 33. They're showing me, I just saw on Google, it says, when was Donny Hathaway diagnosed? Hold on, what was he diagnosed with? It says, American soul singer Donny Hathaway tragically, I'm going to say ended his life at age 33 after falling from the 15th floor of the New York Times Essex House Hotel in New York City. So this isn't to be dark, y'all. This might be a little bit, this pile, I'm not praying that this pile, I'm praying that this pile is positive. But for somebody in here, this may be significant because why did I channel it? I don't know. And if anybody in here is going through anything super serious, please know that you have support and people that are looking out for you. Do not do anything super reckless or feel the need to take drastic measures because you are feeling sad. There are people that care, and you need to know this for real. If any of you are dealing with people that are going through really heavy emotional times, please empathize with these people, connect with them if you can, and let them know that they are needed. But they're saying that he actually passed after following a long private battle with paranoid schizophrenia. He had schizophrenia, y'all. This is an even deeper message. Wow, who even knew? I didn't know. Okay, so somebody in here, something just dropped. I think in the neighborhood or in my house or something. So please, y'all, I don't like all these vibes that I'm picking up on. The vibes around this reading, not saying again that you need to be super nervous or anything like that, but if any of you are getting any type of inklings around this moon where you feel like you need to empathize a bit more or be open with people, please do that. But a song for you by Donny Hathaway. It says first recorded by Leon Russell for his eponymous debut solo album. I believe eponymous is like the album named after him. So Leon Russell may have an album named Leon Russell. But it says first recorded by Leon Russell for his eponymous, debut solo album. A Song for You was covered so frequently and by such big names such as Aretha Franklin, Willie Nelson, and the Temptations that by the end of the 70s, again, 1970s could be significant, it had become a standard. But Donny Hathaway was the first to cover Russell's composition, and it became one of his most widely known songs. I didn't even know this song was a cover. That's crazy. You would have thought this was Donny Hathaway's song. If you listen to the song, again, the song really is like a give you chills type of song. Like, it's very beautiful. But I thought it was Donny's song. Donny just has a great voice. But yeah, it says, but Donny was the first to cover Russell's composition, and it became one of his most widely known songs. At the time of this his rendition was just under 80 million streams on Spotify. Damn. Donny was making numbers. He was making moves. That's amazing. It says the song is an emotional plea for forgiveness from a past lover. And Hathaway's live performance of the song 4 months after its release on the album was described by one critic as transcendent. Yes, the song is transcendent, y'all. The first verse says, I've been so many places in my life and time. I've sung a lot of songs. I've made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my life on stages with 10,000 people watching, but we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. It also says, I know your image of me is what I'd hoped to be. I treated you unkindly, but darling, can't you see? There's no one more important to me. Baby, can't you see through me? Because we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. This song, when I was listening to it when I was younger, I used to be thinking like, whoa, I could not fully comprehend how deep the song was. But I remember being around my mother and thinking like, damn, like, whose energy, like who who was he talking to? But it clearly was someone else's song. It was someone else's lyrics, but he clearly resonated with the message, right? And a lot of times that's how it is. Some of you guys, you could be musicians. Some of you are dealing with a musician. Sometimes music is, again, it's so impactful. I mean, it doesn't even have to just be music, art, anything creative. There's a lot of things that we connect with where it's like, oh my gosh, I feel like this person read this for me. I feel like this person wrote that for me. I feel like this person sang that for me. Like, and not even like for me, like this message is directly attached to me, but more so like, you made this and didn't even realize that this was for me. Somebody in here, you could be someone that creates a lot of stuff, and maybe people are watching your videos or listening to your music or connecting with your art somehow or connecting with your messages somehow, and they feel like you are, transcendence was such a great word for that critic to say. Transcending people. Like, there's certain things that transcend, and I feel like music and art is definitely one of them. You could be from a different race, culture, background, economic status, everything. But depending on what the message is within the thing that's being created, everybody can relate, right? Let's look into this Afro pick. So it says an Afro pick, excuse me, is a specialized comb with long, widely spaced teeth designed to lift, fluff, and add volume to curly, coily, and Afro-textured hair. Standard picks cost between $1 and $7, featuring plastic, wood, or metal prongs, often styled with an iconic fist symbol or handle, symbolizing cultural pride. Yeah, there's many different picks, but I remember growing up seeing that fist pick. Okay? So for some of you, cultural pride may be a thing. Maybe some of you guys are, not everybody in this pile has to be black, but if you are black, maybe some of you guys are rocking your natural hair, right? You're taking care of your fro, or there's something like that going on. Now, let's get into the emerald. I feel like the emerald is tied into that Donny Hathaway channeled message. That channeled message is tied into the emerald because emeralds normally have to do with love. Okay, so something about this pile may be connected to your love life, people. And I hope the beginning of this message wasn't too heavy, but I can't help what I channel. For somebody in here that may be relevant. Emerald. It says emerald. A stone of growth and love, emerald fortifies the spirit and promotes friendship. All right, this could be about love. This could be about friendship. This could be about lovers and friends. The color is green. It says emerald is typically bluish green to pure green in color. It's good for deepening bonds. Those wishing to strengthen their relationships may find a friend in emerald. The first excerpt I'm seeing on this page says, "Be reborn." It says emerald gets its name from the Sanskrit word marakata, meaning the green of growing things. It's a fitting description of the stone, which has long been associated with vitality and rebirth. Okay, some of you could be going through a rebirth. Some of you guys could be changing up something about yourself. Maybe this moon is impacting you and making you want to change something about yourself, about your life. Because honestly, even with me channeling the Donny Hathaway song, that could be somebody else's energy or that could be your energy. Pile one, all right? So So take that how it resonates. You also have feel rejuvenated. It says packed with rejuvenating energy, emerald is great for the body. Aristotle was a great fan of the gemstone, believing it could soothe the eyes and help ward off the falling sickness. But beyond that, emerald is thought to alleviate headaches, sharpen memory, and promote circulatory and neurological function. We also have let the love in. It says connected to the heart chakra, emerald heals emotional blockages to let in love and compassion. It can show you how to be a kinder, gentler person and improve relationships. All right. Some of you guys are being told to improve your relationships or to work on your connections. Maybe there's people around you that want to work on a connection with you. I don't know. What else? You also have mystic visions. It says, according to legend, placing an emerald under the tongue would allow a person to see into the future, Additionally, wearing the stone could help decipher if a lover's promise was true or not and make the wearer an eloquent speaker. All right, so overall, when it comes to the oracles in this reading, what's the message I'm getting for you guys? I feel like this is a time where you are preparing for a new beginning. Pile 1, or some of you guys know that it's time for a new beginning. There may be something that you were hoping for in the past that will not come into fruition. And this isn't to say that everything that you've dreamt of that is important to you is not possible, but I am getting a message in this pile where there's something that you may have wanted, that may not be coming into fruition, and it's time for you to heal and retain the wisdom that you've learned from that situation. For some of you, this is in regards to a family situation. All right. So whether it's like literal family members, your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers. For others of you, this could be something in relation to a romantic connection. Maybe some of you guys have children with someone. Okay. It could be your baby father, your baby mama, something like that. Maybe you're a step parent, something like that. Others of you, this could be in regards to friends. Some of you guys may be realizing that they're like friends that you view as family. Some of you guys may be realizing that there are certain connections from your past that you will not be able to fix. Or that you will not be, it's not even that you are the one that wants to fix them. Some of you, it's situations that you want to fix. Others of you, it's situations where you hoped that people would honor your needs or know your worth or work on connections with you. And it's like, it might not go that way, y'all. It might not go that way. So I'm going to shuffle off camera, come back on camera and tell you what I'm seeing. And we'll get a message for this moon. All right, pile 1. Oh, pile 1. I named the signs, but honestly, all signs are on this board. So some of you guys, it doesn't matter what the signs are. Just listen to the message, and if the message resonates with you, then you'll know if this is yours. Now I'm getting 2 scenarios in this pile. Some of you, this moon is going to really highlight a connection where you haven't been chosen. Okay, there's some sort of relationship that you've been in where you feel like you haven't been chosen. And I think that you are grieving this connection. Either you've been grieving it or you are grieving it around this moon. It's like either there's a relationship where the love is lost, or again, there's just a connection where somebody is not choosing another person. And this isn't to say that you don't have love or positive opportunities around you. Some of y'all could be long gone from whatever connection this is. But I feel like there's some sort of self-reflection on the fact that somebody didn't choose you, or you didn't feel chosen, or there is no more love in a situation. And I feel like there's heaviness here that you could be working through. But overall, you're gonna choose yourself in the end. That's what it looks like. You are choosing yourself. Now, for another group of you, I'm saying that I'm getting 2 scenarios. I'm getting either you weren't chosen or not chosen. Either you weren't chosen in some sort of dynamic, Maybe you feel like somebody put you in a third party and they chose another person, or maybe you feel like somebody just put other things before you and didn't choose you, and that's something that you're reflecting on. It feels like a betrayal to you. It feels like something that you have to release, and it looks like that is what you're going to do in order for you to move forward and heal so you can maintain your standard. But for another group of you, I'm getting that you're not choosing someone, okay? So this isn't a matter of this person not choosing you. You aren't choosing this person. And the reason why you might not be choosing this person is because it feels like you need to focus on yourself. Some of you may feel like you've been carrying the weight of the connection, or maybe some of you are like with someone that has betrayed you at some point in time. Maybe they've cheated on you. Maybe they've put you in a third party. Maybe they've, I don't know. They've done something that felt like a betrayal to you. And instead of holding on to this connection, I feel like you're moving forward. Now, here's the thing though. Some of you still care about this person. Okay? Some of you still care about this person because I kind of get the vibe where you may be feeling rejected. Okay? So regardless of whether you are the one that wasn't chosen or if you're the one that's not choosing, you still feel rejected. Somebody feels rejected. Somebody feels rejected by someone that they view as a soulmate. I think a lot of you could be building new relationships or connecting with new people, or you're watching this person do that and it is bothering you. It may not be like it seems like the energy's heavy, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to say it may not be a very heavy burden, but for some of you, this may be heavy for you. This is somebody that you care about. Some of y'all, this could be your own parent. This could be your own parent. You could be thinking about your parent. You could be thinking about a mom, about a dad that you feel doesn't truly care about you, or that you feel hasn't chosen you. Okay? And it feels like instead of you prioritizing this person, you could be putting yourself first. Some of you are accepting the fact that your relationship with a certain parent cannot be healed. Some of you are accepting the fact that a relationship with a certain love interest, baby father, baby mother, if possible, cannot be healed. Or it seems like a cycle has completed. Now, whoever you're dealing with, I feel like this person is focused on themselves. I feel like this person is moving forward, is working on themselves, but it seems like they're choosing to be alone. And there's even an energy here where this person could be reflecting on you or on the situation with you. But again, it feels like they want to focus on themselves. Yeah. For some of you, this person is focused on themselves because they're going towards new love. For others of you, this person is focused on themselves because they're prioritizing self-love. I do feel like they think about you. All right. They could even be watching all the positive things that you're doing. Like maybe some of you guys are dealing with someone where you're in no contact and this person is watching you and seeing everything that you're accomplishing and seeing every way that you're growing right now. But it's kind of like they still are deciding to focus on themselves or put their, self-love first, or put a new connection first if they're in a new connection. And the reason why this energy is coming up is because this is a significant cycle of your life that is closing, Paw One. This is a significant relationship that could be coming to an end, and this is a significant cycle of your life that is closing. Because when I clarified why this message is relevant, you got nothing but majors, nothing but major arcanas, which lets me know that this person was very pivotal to your healing journey or to your, evolution or ascension in general. But for others of you, I feel like somebody in here, depending on the nature of the relationship, you could have gone through who knows what with this person. I'm getting so many different scenarios. Some of you guys have been waiting on this person and you're realizing you can't wait for them anymore. Others of you, there's an energy here where you could have gotten a divorce from this person, or maybe you've been wanting a divorce from this person and now it's like finally set in stone. Like, this is the decision that we're making. We're going to get a divorce. Others of you have already been divorced from this person, but you had a hard time moving forward. Some of you guys, there could have been some sort of separation with you and your parents. And it's like you finally, maybe you were waiting on an apology from this parent. You were waiting on love from this person. And it's like it just never came. So you are accepting the ending of this. But I feel like regardless of what the cycle is that you're closing out, the end goal or the end result is going to be a newfound sense of strength, confidence, and reliance, like self-reliance. I'm getting like you're going to know how to rely on yourself, take care of yourself. Yeah. Love yourself. Even if this person isn't doing it. Even if this person can't do it. Mm-hmm. I feel like your biggest challenge here is going to be connecting with new people. Some of you guys, this is a time where you need to be connecting with new people, need to be socializing, need to be, mingling and being more open. But there's a part of you that some of y'all might dream about this person. And because you dream about this person, you're being haunted. You feel like you're haunted by this person's energy. Like you're like, why am I thinking about this person? Why do I still feel connected to this person? Why are they still in my energy? If you had kids with this person, I mean, technically they've been in your body, right? Or you've been in theirs. And your seed, your DNA is walking around somewhere, right? So that is why you still feel connected to this person. There's a part of you that has, willingly merged with this individual at some point in time. So it's hard to disconnect, you know? I know people try to say like, oh, well, once the kids turn 18, it doesn't matter. The kids, as long as your kids live and you and someone else that you had kids with live, the connection will be there forever. Doesn't matter if you move on, anything like that. That is how serious having a child is. I don't think people take having a child as seriously as they should. Honestly. I think a lot of people think like, oh, we're just having a kid. Like, this is what we do when we're in committed relationships. This is the next step after being married. This is the whatever it is. To have a child with someone is a significant decision. Okay? So whenever you made this decision, if you have a child with this person, whenever you made this decision or you decided that you both wanted to have kids or whatever it is, even if this person isn't there for their kids, even if this person, because I honestly, there's so many different scenarios I'm getting in this reading. Some of you guys, it may not even be like this person isn't there because they're choosing to not be there. Some of y'all, this person could be gone. This person could be gone. And if that is the case, again, I feel like some of you have felt a sense of rejection, or there's some sort of sadness here where there's like a part of you that hasn't fully allowed yourself to move into the next cycle of life. Because you've been, I don't know, maybe you've been praying for, I don't know what you've been praying for, Pot One. This could even be like distance. Maybe you and this person are no longer around each other. You don't live around each other. Some of y'all, you got divorced. Some of y'all, you broke up. Some of you, there was just some sort of significant ending. And I'm just getting the vibe again in this pile where it's time for you to move forward. It's time to be open with other people, and just the weight of this connection, it's becoming too heavy. So again, either this is a situation where you're going to have to release your obligation, your weight, the responsibility that you carry around this person, or they're doing this to you. They're doing this to you. They're leaving you behind. And again, you're just still have to accept what this ending is. Your advice in this situation is to accept whatever it is that you're feeling around this time. Don't reject your emotions. Don't reject yourself. Don't make yourself feel like your feelings aren't valid. Don't try to convince this person to love you. whether it's a parent or a love interest. I'm getting like, don't push the feelings away, but also don't allow this person to stop you from healing. This almost feels like somebody needs to face their feelings around a situation and then prepare themselves to move on. Because you can't let it linger, but you also shouldn't sit here and act like you don't feel anything. So if there's a part of you that's upset with something or upset with someone, or you're starting to feel like, damn, my mother really didn't love me. My father really didn't love me. My baby father really didn't care. My ex-husband, my ex-wife, my girlfriend, she didn't care. This friend, they really didn't care. Like, if there's something that you're facing around this time like that, some of you need to sit with those emotions, feel how you feel, you know, recognize what part you've played and understand the role that you were playing for this person and gain something from it. Learn from it. Heal. There's something you need to heal. Pile one. I'm hearing Linger by the Cranberries. That song's a love song. So I don't know if you have another connection. Some of y'all already have other connections in your energy, but you're thinking about a past person. Others of you, this past person is the one that's lingering, or maybe you're lingering around this person. And that could be significant. There's another song by Donny Hathaway that I really love. It's not negative, it's positive. Is it positive? I don't know. Hold on. Okay, Donny Hathaway has such a unique catalog of music, but his stuff be stuff be getting dark, bro. Love this man, but I think it's very telling of his situation. So I empathize, but he knew how to dig deep. Like, there's some deep emotions around this man. But what was I gonna say? Donny Hathaway. The song. It was a bunch of different songs that I thought about that I love from him. Some of you guys may know This Christmas by him. That was like really famous. But also the song that I was thinking about was For All We Know. And I feel like For All We Know, this song is so deep. It low-key is sad, but it's still positive. I would say it's still positive. It's just a very real look at life, but I'm thinking about For All We Know. Did I say the title? Okay, so For All We Know, the lyrics say, I'm cracking up because it's not meant to be a sad pile, but for some of y'all, hear this. Donny Hathaway said, "For all we know, we may never meet again. Before you go, make this moment sweet again. We won't say goodnight until the last minute. I'll hold out my hand and my heart will be in it. For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and we go like the ripples of a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come, for all we know." Okay? I believe that was like I want to say when I was growing up, that was somebody's graduation song. Like for like, I don't know if it was like for high school or college. That could have been for one of my siblings. But yeah, for all we know. So yeah, for all we know, tomorrow is not promised, y'all. So make the most of today. Make the most of today. Some of you, for all we know, if there's something on your heart that you feel like you need to say or do, definitely say or do it. And I'm not getting anything super dark. Again, please do not do anything dark, people, in this reading. But I'm getting more of a vibe of like, let's say you feel like you are in conflict with someone and you're like, ugh, I feel like I need to tell this person that I'm sorry, or I feel like I need to check in on this person, or I feel like I need to. If you really feel the need to do that, y'all, do it. Okay? You are in control. You also have free will. If you don't want to talk to somebody, you don't got to talk to them. But for those of you that feel the urge to be like, let me check on this person. Let me check on my sibling. Let me check on my mom. Let me check on my dad. Let me check on my ex real quick. And not the ex that's, you know, some of y'all, I mean, yeah, maybe you have a situation where you have like a really toxic connection with someone. And I don't recommend that anybody, I can't tell you what to do. But I personally don't recommend that you reconnect with people that you've had a very unhealthy, bad relationship with, right? However, use your discernment, because sometimes things look way worse when you're in it, but when you step out of it, you start to think like it wasn't really that bad. And I don't want to say it wasn't really that bad and you really were going through something like major, like really major, like you need to stay away from this person, restraining order. But if it's not giving restraining order and it's like, yeah, me and my ex used to argue a lot, but you feel the urge to just check in and be like, hey, I hope you're doing good. I mean, if you want to check in and say you hope they're doing good, go ahead. This might be the cycle that is closing out. Some of y'all, it's closure. It's closure. Not everybody believes in closure. And honestly, I'm not one to, you know, push people to say bye and keep saying bye to somebody if you've already said bye. But I am getting a vibe here that somebody in this pile, you need to accept your emotions around a situation so you can move forward. So however that is for you, if it's a physical communication type of thing, have that conversation so you can move forward. But others of you, if it's not a conversation that needs to be had, just address those emotions on your own time. You know, send a prayer that person's way. Send some positive energy that person's way and keep it moving. The oracle that came out for you in this reading, you have Athena, wise decision. Okay. It says, Athena, wise decision, get clarity, seek guidance from trustworthy sources. Athena Minerva to the Romans is the Greek goddess of wisdom, education, and independent thought. She carries a sword of clarity that can be invoked for intelligent guidance in murky and complex situations. This is very complex to spell. A wartime protectress to the Greeks, Athena offered counsel and strategy rather than engaging in battle. A goddess of practicality, she guides objective thinking and decision making. Her combination of intellect and imagination provides creative solutions and a clear way forwards. Athena's symbols are snakes, owls, and olive trees. Olive trees makes me think about Oliver Tree. Oliver Tree could be significant for someone in this file. He recently passed as well. God rest his soul. It says her origins are linked to the Minoan snake goddess of Crete. It says make a decision and trust it. This situation calls for clarity and wise counsel. Perhaps you've been listening to multiple opinions, conflicting information, or vague theories, ignoring your own inner wisdom. You're languishing in confusion and inaction. Self-doubt is weakening your energy field, yet Athena is here to help you act with decisiveness and purpose. With her gleaming sword of clarity, the goddess of wisdom lights up your spine and chakra points. She says, allow the energy from my sword to clear away unnecessary information or anything that's clouding your ability to think practically and wisely. Seek professional guidance and do research if necessary. Educate yourself about the matter at hand, as you don't yet have enough knowledge or understanding about it. Lifelong learning is the key to true wisdom. Only the foolish think they have nothing left to learn. You can be an ambassador of education and keep gaining new skills until your last breath on the planet. I will help you to make an informed decision, and once you do that, the way ahead will become miraculously clear. You'll feel calmer, more energized, and fully empowered. The additional meanings of this card says a fruitful path in education, study, research, or teaching is opening up for you. If you have an important exam, assignment, or project deadline, ask Athena for focus to guide you. A legal matter is divinely supported. For some of y'all, I was picking up on like divorces and things like that, but it could be even like a lawsuit or something, I don't know. So some sort of legal matter that's tied to this could be working out, or it could just be like karmic law. And then you have learn a new craft or trade, okay? The invocation behind this card says, Athena, guide me with your practical wisdom. Help me to be focused and clear, okay? OMG, Power One, my phone died. My phone literally died like right after I read that oracle. So, what is the next oracle? Let's do Soul's Journey oracles. All right, what else does Power One need to know about this message? Also, in the time in between while I was trying to figure out what was going on with my phone, why it died, all of this stuff, nothing major. I saw that my phone had an update, so I updated it. So for a lot of you, and I wasn't stressing about getting back to the video. So for a lot of you, again, I feel like it's just time to update. It's time to evolve. It's time to grow. And how my phone cut off really felt like it's almost like a definitive ending. So something could be done between you and someone else, or yeah, there's just something that's very clear, and you just have to accept the fact that it's time for new beginnings. You have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Yes, because it looks like for a lot of you, you will be prioritizing your growth from here on out, whether that's monetarily, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Something about this situation has stagnated you, whether it's just waiting on this person, or you hoping that they'd apologize, or even you hoping that they would come back around, anything like that. If that's gotten in the way of you enjoying the new opportunities that are in your energy, which I definitely see around you, you have a lot of people that want to connect with you, a lot of people that want to work with you, a lot of people that are interested in getting to know who you are today. So you should be open to it. And again, if this situation is hindering you from exploring those opportunities, then it might be time for you to, let go. You also have worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Yes. For some of you, where I'm picking up on this message around the Donny Hathaway vibes, I don't want... It's so hard because, and that's why I'm kind of saying like you guys have free will, because I don't want anybody in this reading to feel like they have to reach out to someone out of fear or guilt, or being concerned that this person is going to do something drastic because you're leaving. However, I do feel like if you genuinely don't believe the situation is something that you should just leave behind and never talk to this person again. Like if you do feel like you need to have closure, or you need to send another message or say something to them one last time, by all means, Power One, do whatever you need to do. If you feel like you just want to move forward and say nothing at all, I mean, again, do whatever you need to do, whatever you feel comfortable with. Just try not to worry so much about what's going to happen. What's going to happen if you say something? What's going to happen if you're honest? What's going to happen if you leave it behind? Don't worry about what's going to happen. Just trust your feelings. Honor your emotions and trust your feelings. And bottom of the deck, you have death. It says, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. All right. So even if there is some sort of physical or not physical, whether there is a literal or metaphorical death, I feel like a lot of you know that it's time to embrace new beginnings. Something is ending. Okay. So if something's ending, that means space is being made for something else. Let's look into this self-care deck. What's self-care for pile? What's self-care for pile one? Ooh. You have flow. No, not flow like water. Some of y'all, you may want to go swimming. I was going to say flow like water. This card has water on it. So some of y'all may want to go with the flow with this ending. Okay. Embrace the ending and keep moving forward. You also have alone time. Some of you guys need to spend some time alone. Okay. May want to go to a body of water, go to the beach, something like that. Or even a small body of water, a lake, a reservoir, something like maybe you want to walk around. I don't know. I'm getting somebody in here needs to be by water potentially. You also have sound healing. Some of you guys need to listen to frequencies or things that will calm your nervous system, things that will ease your mind. You have chanting out here as well. You could be into yoga. A lot of cards in this deck. A lot of cards in this deck around self-care. Makes me feel like some of y'all need to be focused on yourself. Okay. Some of you need to be focused on self-care, loving yourself, pouring into yourself. You have chanting, which is related to yoga and chanting and things like that. So that may be beneficial to you as well right now, Pot One. Spend time with animals came out. Definitely spend time with your pets if you have any. Buy a pet if you want one. Go outside and hang out with the animals in nature. Okay. Feed some deers. I was going to say feed some deers. I said fear. No fear, but feed some deers or anything like that. I love feeding deers. I've seen videos of people feeding deers, crazy stuff, but like if I see deers out by my home or anything, I'll give them like scraps to produce or an apple or something that would benefit them. Always look it up though, because there are certain things that animals shouldn't eat. You also have sweet treats. Some of you guys, maybe there's a sweet treat that you want to get. Maybe you want to get some pastries or you want to make your own, or some of you want fruit or candy or something. You need to treat yourself around this time. Positive affirmations, work on affirming yourself and giving yourself positive energy, as much love as you possibly can. And then bottom of the deck, you have beauty ritual. Some of you guys need to be tending to yourself. Take care of your nails. Take care of your hair. Make sure you take care of your skin, you know. Get the massage. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Whatever it is you feel you need, do that. Okay? That is definitely worth it around this moon. The oracles that came out for you when it comes to love, you have trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So some of you, again, there's some sort of cycle of your life that you're needing to accept the outcome of or the ending of, so that you're able to move forward. Bottom of the deck, you have time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Yeah. Some of you, you're rushing yourself when it comes to your healing process. You don't have to do that. I mean, I do feel like it's time for you to connect with new people, but I also said grieve. Do what you need to do. Pile 1, if you feel like you need time to grieve, grieve. And don't feel bad about it. Don't feel like you're weak. Don't feel like this is dumb. Don't feel like, why would I keep crying over this? Because clearly you need to heal some. And that's okay. Healing is good. If you don't cry or anything, but you're upset, you're still angry or anything like that, still face those emotions. Don't act like you don't feel anything at all. Yes, you literally have an oracle that came out. It says, I honor how I want to feel. Some of you guys, you need to honor your emotions because it's going to benefit you. Also, bottom of the deck, you have, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. I'm going to get another mantra, but between those two oracles, I feel like this oracle about honoring your feelings or how you want to feel, not how you used to feel, not how how you're acting like you feel. If you really take some time to think about how you truly want to feel, you'll know how to move forward when it comes to processing your emotions now. And with the authenticity being sexy thing, I feel like a lot of you need to know that being emotionally vulnerable, being honest about your feelings, communicating with people and things like that, that is very attractive, Pile 1. So some of you, even moving into your future relationships, you may benefit from being a little bit more vocal about how you feel. The right type of people will love that from you. You know, that's maturity. There's nothing wrong with being emotionally vulnerable. Okay? Especially if you've taken the time to think about your feelings, like you're not volatile. It's one thing to be volatile and be like, but it's another thing to sit there and really think about how you feel and then come to somebody and say it. However calm or passionate it is, it's like being honest about your emotions is appreciated. So messages for the people in this reading, your mantras. Can I get another mantra? One more mantra for the people in this reading. Okay. You have, I am patient, knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me. I am patient, knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me. For somebody in here, there's a pregnant woman on this card. It's Empress energy. You could be an Empress. You could be dealing with an Empress. Some of you guys are manifesting an Empress. Some of you could have been dealing with someone, like, even if this is a romantic partner, some of you could have been dealing with someone that you felt like you were going to have kids with, you were going to be married to, you were going to have some sort of connection with. And I feel like if that doesn't come to you through this person, some of you already had kids with this person. Others of you, if this doesn't come through this person, your guides are sending you someone. You just got to wait. You also have, when I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. Some of you guys, you need to trust. Just have faith in the process. All right, that's all that I have for my Pile 1s. Thank you so much for listening, Pile 1. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Hi, Pile 2. You're the Pile that chose the gold star stickers and the fluorite. All right, so Pile 2. What is your message today, Pile 2? The gold stars to me are relevant. I always choose random items, but the gold stars to me are relevant to Leo because, one, the sun is a star and it's a golden star. So that was the one thing. But also, Leo is ruler of the 5th house, which rules creativity, romantic things, I'm getting like leisurely time, creative things, your inner child a lot of times, romance, fun, playfulness, children as well, taking risks, gambling, things like that. But I was getting a children vibe for some reason around this solar eclipse. And when I think about gold stars, I think about the gold stars that we received when we were like in elementary school, and kids being excited about gold stars and things like that. Like, I know even when it comes to my nephew, if my nephew ever receives positive grades and things like that, and he receives a gold star, or if they have like a star system or anything inside of schools, not a star system, but anyway. But no, for real, like star systems, when they're like, oh, we'll give you a star for this, red star, gold star, green star, whatever it is. I think about how excited I used to be when I used to get graded with gold stars, and how excited my nephew is when he gets gold stars. And I feel like that's a very Leo coded system. Okay. I feel like Leos enjoy praise. Leos love praise in all ways, in all ways, shapes, and form. So if you have a Leo around you, make sure you compliment them today. Happy birthday to all the Leos, by the way. But no, I feel like the gold star system is a very Leo thing. I feel like Leos are the ones that approve that system, or maybe they were the ones that even recommended it. Like, they were like, we should give kids gold stars, that'll make them feel better. And it honestly does. I think kids grow more when they are being affirmed. So that doesn't mean you shouldn't, if they do something wrong, you shouldn't reprimand them and things like that. But I feel like you should always be pouring love into kids. That's how they grow. 9 times out of 10, the grumpy kid is being treated badly. You know what I mean? The sad kid is being treated badly. Most times, even when kids are insecure and things like that, somebody has told that kid that, kids can also have their own inner dialogue. Sometimes it's not actually what the parent has said or what an adult has said or their friends have said. Sometimes it's just what they're thinking and how they feel. But for a lot of kids, they're sponges, and they take on whatever we pour into them. And depending on what you're telling your kid, or depending on what people were telling you as a child, these are the things that we reaffirm within ourselves. Now, speaking on that, I do feel like that's an energy that's relevant to the reading. We're going to talk about the crystal in a second, but I'm definitely picking up on this vibe in the actual oracles that some of you are needing to stand up for yourself. I don't know if you need to stand up for yourself when it comes to a work arena, a romantic relationship, a dynamic between you and your friends, a dynamic when it comes to, I don't know, something in regards to your career. Like, I'm just getting something here about you needing to stand up for yourself. Because what you want is possible. And for some reason, the cards out here, it's leading me to believe that somebody's trying to make you doubt yourself, or somebody is making you, it feels like specifically with your dreams. Specifically when it comes to your dreams or what you feel your purpose is. Because some of you have the Merkaba out here. And the Merkaba to me is highlighting your like soul energy. This is a past life energy. I'm actually going to read the message on this card. I keep burping all of a sudden too. I'm sorry. Excuse me. It says the frequency of the Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of realities and dimension. Reality, not realities. Reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experience into our present to serve our higher purpose. Yes, this is giving me like, some of you guys have a past life skill, a past life energy that you've been tapping into or that you're meant to be tapping into. And you could have people around you that are saying like, you need to stop, or you're not good at that, or that's not going to work out for you or something. And part of me feels like you either need to question the environment that you're in where people are speaking to you like this, or you need to defend yourself. And I don't know what that looks like for the people in this pile, but we're going to look into the tarot and figure out what it looks like. But there's something here about you needing to stand up for yourself. Standing up for yourself could be walking away. Standing up for yourself could be speaking on something. Standing up for yourself could be, I don't know. I don't know what it is in the context of this pile, but I'm getting somebody in this reading needs to stand up for themselves. Maybe even stand up for their beliefs or their connection to source. Okay, maybe some of you are very connected to God, to source, and there are people around you that are questioning that. And it's like, how are you going to tell me who I'm connected to? How are you going to tell me who I'm connected to? Not only how are you going to tell me that, what makes you feel like you have the authority to label me any type of way? I feel like somebody in this pile, people might be labeling you a certain way or saying certain things about you, and they don't know you. Even if they know you, they don't know you. especially around a solar eclipse, they really are not about to know you. Some of you guys are changing. Okay. And I feel like for the better, there's something that you want that's about to be received. I don't know what this is for you. Like there's a goal that you're about to manifest. There's something that you're calling in that you're about to have. And maybe there's people who are trying to throw you off your path before you actually achieve it. But I see you achieving it. So fluorite, let me go to fluorite in this reading, in this book. Okay, 34. So fluorite says, nicknamed the genius stone. Hello? Hello, somebody in here? You're a genius. Okay? You are a brainiac. Maybe somebody's calling you dumb. Maybe somebody's saying you don't know much. I feel like they are hating. For sure. But it says, nicknamed the genius stone, fluorite is believed to improve concentration and decision making. The colors are varied in this stone. Fluorite comes in many different colors, including green. It says it's good for your headspace. Those seeking clarity may turn to this stone to dissolve brain fog. All right. So one excerpt on this page says, if you place fluorite under, it says glow for it. If you place fluorite under a UV ultraviolet light, it glows. That glow is what's known as fluorescence. In fact, the word fluorescence, oh wow, because fluorescence came from the word fluorite, since this stone was among the first fluorescent specimens ever studied. Wow, who knew? I love that. We also have subtle shades. It says, besides looking pretty, the various shades of fluorite have different benefits. For example, blue fluorite helps with rational thinking and improving communication. Purple fluorite is connected to the third eye chakra, which represents spiritual awareness, while green fluorite is perfect for those seeking higher meaning in life. Wow, I never knew. We also have an excerpt here with a camera by it. It says, everyday fluorite. Fluorite is super versatile. Not only does it look beautiful in jewelry, but it is also an essential industrial mineral. Fluorite is used in aluminum and steel production, and it presents in everything from telescopes to camera lenses. Wow. Somebody in here, you may be into telescopes. Some of you guys could be looking at the moon today under a telescope. Others of you, I'm getting, you could be photographers or you're dealing with one, anything like that. And what else? I'm going to read this other excerpt that says, no bones about it. It says, this colorful stone is a mineral made of calcium fluoride, so it's no wonder that it's the stone of choice for those with bone-related issues. Many believe in its power to relieve aching joints and tissues. It is also known as an antiviral stone that can be used to help flush infections out of the body. Okay, so somebody in here, your bones may be significant. That gives me Capricorn energy as well. Something about your bones and your tissues. I hope it's nothing negative. For some of you, maybe you need to go to the dentist. Maybe you haven't gone in a while. Or some of you, I don't know, y'all. I'm not completely sure, but that message could be relevant for somebody. Maybe you're upping your calcium intake. Somebody may need to work on their vitamins. Okay, like the vitamins that they have in their body. Maybe they need to, look into that, go to the doctors or go to a dentist to check in on what it is that you could have improvements on. Others of you, I'm just getting like bones. Bones could also be it's the basis or like the root of the build in a body. So something here about the root of something. That's what I'm saying. Even with the Merkaba energy is about your Akashic records, the deep, 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 deep depths of whatever it is your past life is tied to. So somebody in here, it's like people could be challenging you on something that has always been in you, even in other lifetimes. Whether this is them challenging your intellect or challenging your spiritual path or challenging your talents, I'm getting that there's something something is approaching, and I don't know if it's a literal person that's approaching. Somebody could be wanting to say something to you. Maybe somebody got something smart to say, or like maybe they want to argue with you on something. Others of you, I'm getting something positive is coming your way, and I don't know, maybe you need to let people know that you've earned this. You deserve it. You've earned it. And, that's just it. Let's get into the tarot. I'm going to shuffle off camera and then I'm going to come back and tell you what I see. All right. Pile 2. So I'm still keeping up this whole not saying the signs thing. So all the signs are really out here on the board anyway. So please listen to the message and take what resonates, however it resonates for you. But pile 2. Pile 2, I see some of you taking a leap of faith on something that you've been thinking about pursuing for a very long time, or restarting a project that you have been away from a very long time. Or it's just giving me the vibe that some of you are finally taking a risk that you weren't taking in the past. And it feels like you're taking it either away from someone that you were previously working with, or you are taking it and it's closing out a cycle that may have been connected to someone else. Now, for some of you, this could literally be about anything. Some of you guys could be physically moving around this time. I see some of you quitting a job around this time. Some of you could feel like you need to pursue new love around this time. Some of you guys may feel like you need to post a pic, or like I'm getting something, especially if this is around creativity and, you know, bringing up the gold stars like kids. I'm getting a vibe where some of you could be putting something out there that you've been thinking about putting out, because you've decided that it feels like you've decided that you're no longer waiting on something else. Maybe either something else to work out, or maybe you're no longer waiting on someone to work with you, or you're no longer waiting on a love interest. You're no longer waiting on some sort of approval. Like, I'm getting that you're doing your own thing and you're no longer waiting. Even to the point where I'm getting no longer waiting for other people's validation. Some of you don't care whether people like it or not. You're doing what you want. Now, this is the thing, though. There are people in your energy that are so confused by you not being confused. By you not being stuck and confused. These people are bothered. Somebody in your energy, I mean, especially if this is a situation where this person felt like you were going to wait before you did this thing, or you were going to wait for their approval before you did something, or they felt like you were going to, I don't know, I'm getting like a vibe where somebody could have also instilled a certain level of doubt or fear in you in the past. And there's a vibe here of somebody being surprised that you're no longer confused. Somebody could even be like secretly stressed because they feel like you're moving forward. They feel like you're putting yourself out there. They feel like you're meeting new people. They feel like you're being validated by other people. Somebody's bothered by how you don't need their validation, or how you're not stuck, or how you're not waiting, how you haven't changed your mind just yet, or how you haven't given up on a dream. This is kind of messed up. Somebody wanted you to give up on a dream. This could be somebody that gave you pushback at some point in time when it came to what you wanted to build. Or gave you pushback while you were in a relationship with them. This is like you dating someone that was continuously rejecting you or making you feel small, and you finally being like, okay, well, I'm just going to date other people. And this person's like, wait, you moved on? The trauma didn't keep you stuck? Or, you know, wait, you're finding other people to support you? Like, what do you mean? Somebody's surprised. For some of you, somebody's surprised that you're moving, or you left, or just moving forward in general. Like, somebody's like, oh, you're going to do that? You're actually going to do that? You're actually going to leave this job and start that business? I don't know if this person... what is this here for? Hold on, let me clarify something. Why is this here? For some of you, if this is a love interest, this love interest could have put you in a third party. At some point in time. And I feel like you don't care. Some of y'all don't care. I don't know if this person thought that was going to break you down. Others of you, if this is not like about a third party, this is giving me also the energy of someone that is supporting other people in their craft, supporting other people in what they do, but not supporting you. This could even be a boss. Some of y'all have had a boss that was trying to make you feel like, I think they thought by not supporting you as much, it would make you work harder, which is counterproductive. But I mean, for some people, that is the case. Some people, when they're the type of people that are fighting and competing for validation, people will assume like, well, if I give you less, then that means you'll fight more. You know, if you truly don't love yourself, you'll continue fighting for my validation. And I feel like this person does not realize that that's not why you were doing what you were doing, or that's not why you are moving forward. I think that this person kind of needs to take a seat. This person might need to step back a little. Like it kind of is giving me the vibe that they may think that they're more important than they actually are. And maybe that's why you need to stand up for yourself, because whoever this is, I don't know. I'm even getting a vibe where like somebody could have been funding something for you. Like maybe somebody was funding something for you, or for some of you, it's framed like it's a person, but it could even be something bigger. Like this may be something bigger than that. There's always messages like this. Some of you guys have something going on where there is a certain system set up, or there is someone in your energy that assumed you wouldn't be able to take a leap of faith or do something because you needed their support. And I feel like some of you are no longer needing the support of this thing. You're able to build up a life that you want on your own, or you're able to find stability within yourself. Like there's something here about you being able to find stability on your own and kind of chucking whatever this other thing was, this old thing was, and this person is bothered. Now your challenge here though is, I don't know if you were waiting for this person's support, or if there's something here about whatever it is that you're building. Some of you, whatever you're building, it may feel like it's going to take time to build it. I think it is. I think whatever it is that you're trying to build on, it may take a second to build it. It may be something that you feel like you have to continuously invest in to see growth in it. But if this is the time where you feel motivated to start it, I feel like it's time to start it. Yeah, some of you guys feel compelled to start something. I also get the vibe that the people or the person, it could be more than one person outside of you that thought you were going to need them or something like that. For some of you, the people or the person outside of you that felt like they had more control over you than they do, they could be trying to manifest you, or they've been trying to pull on your energy somehow. I feel like this person, I don't know, why is this coming up as a challenge? I don't feel like you're focused on this person. I feel like you're focused on whatever type of long-term success you have. Whether this person has been sending you evil eye, or has literally talked about you, or again, tried to put you in a third party. Like, it's giving me the vibe that some of you are not choosing this person. They are thrown off. They are thrown off. They want to know why you're choosing this thing, or why you're choosing this person, or why you're doing this thing instead of focusing on them. Somebody's surprised that you're not hurt. Yeah. I feel like how you're showing up is so sure of yourself that it's actually blowing somebody's mind. So again, whether you're leaving a job, moving away from family, choosing yourself when it comes to a friend group, choosing yourself when it comes to a path that you're taking, maybe you're even challenging your management or something like that. Like I'm getting a vibe where you're doing something that you feel compelled to do on your own. And I don't know, somebody in your energy is like shocked. They're even having a change of perspective. Well, first off, I don't think they've been able to see you differently than how they've always seen you until now. But I'm also getting something here about like this person kind of like now second guessing why they treated you a certain type of way. This person, I truly believe this person may have felt like whatever tactic they were using on you was going to work. And it just didn't. So your advice in this situation is like, if you're no longer hurt, be happy. If you're no longer hurt, be okay with being happy. If you feel like you know what you want to do that thing. Do it confidently. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to live your life. Some of you guys may be really letting people know like that you have more authority over yourself than they assumed they had. And I don't know. It's something here about this person. Like some of y'all may even have it so where it's like, don't be surprised for somebody in this reading. Don't be surprised if, not saying that this is going to happen, but somebody, you may need to know this. Don't be surprised if somebody like ghost or blocks you, or like I'm getting like a block or unfollow or something like that type of vibe. And this isn't for everybody, but for somebody in this pile, I'm even getting a vibe where it's like the reason why they would do that is because they don't like this. They don't like seeing you overcome whatever it is that they try to break down in you. Okay, this could be family, this could be friends, this could be a boss, this could be a lover. For some of you, it might not be that they unfollow or block or anything like that, but this could even be somebody like no longer liking or watching your stuff. This person's doing this because I don't think that they thought you were gonna keep going. Yeah. Somebody's karma is that you keep going. And they might be disappointed because, I don't know, that this person thought that you would be sad if they weren't supporting you, sad if they weren't giving you attention, sad if they weren't like funding something. This is also giving me the vibe that like if this person isn't supporting you, you won't be able to survive. Like if this is a love interest, I would hope somebody's not being weird like that, like petty. But some of y'all could even have somebody around you that's like, well, I'm not going to support you. And it's like they're doing this in hopes that you fail because they felt like they were the ones that were making you feel strong or supported. Or it could even be a thing where somebody's like, well, I'm not going to, like I'm getting like a, well, I'm not going to date you. I'm not going to do this. And I'm not going to, somebody's doing something like that or has done that in the past. I'm going to hang out with these friends instead of you. Or I'm going to compliment this person instead of you. Or I'm not going to like your content. I'm not going to do this. If somebody's doing that to you, I don't know. It feels like this person is doing it because they want you to stop. What does this person want pile 2 to stop? For some of you, this person does not want you to be in a relationship. They want you to stop dating someone. Okay. This is also, that's why I'm saying I'm getting like an unfollow vibe. Some of y'all, this could be like people that are following you. This could be like exes and past people that are following you and who are hoping that they made you feel bad enough to stay single forever. And it's like, now you're dating again. Now you're back out there or something. Now you're confident enough to be flirty or something like that. And this person's like, oh my God, like how? You know, even if it's women or like men, I don't know what type of people you date, but even if it's like friends, maybe your friends have tried to shame you out of dating or something like that. Or for some of you, it's not even dating. This could be about your spiritual path. With the Hierophant, I'm getting a spiritual teacher. Some of you guys, these people want to shame you out of teaching people something, or, you know, it doesn't have to be tarot, but it's like some of you guys could be talking about your beliefs or about your healing journey. Yes, you're teaching people. Somebody doesn't want you to teach people. Somebody doesn't want you to show how smart you are, or for you to be in this energy of waking people up to certain things. And it could be small things or it's large things. I'm getting a vibe where it's like there's many different things that you know. There's many different skills that you have, and maybe you feel compelled to share them now. There's somebody in your energy that at one point in time thought that their liked mattered, you know? They thought that their or lack of a like mattered. They thought that their evil eye was working. They thought that them acting like what you were doing wasn't cool was working. They thought that them not trying to include you was working. Somebody felt like the exclusion of you was working, and I don't think it did. There's something here about them not liking you teaching people, or not liking your connection to spirit, whatever connection that is for you. What else? Yeah. This is somebody that's intimidated by what it is that you aren't telling them now. If you're keeping secrets from this person now, or if you've been like to yourself, you haven't been telling them everything, you haven't been showing them everything. Again, you're making moves in silence, stuff like that. This person is shocked by how you've been able to keep going even though they're not around or supporting you. Some of y'all, this is your family. Yeah, some of y'all, this is your family. Others of you, this person is seeing you build a family for yourself. Build with your family. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting something here about you building stability, long-term stability. If this is family, some of y'all, this could have been family. You could have family that don't support you, and they thought like, if we don't support you, you're going to fail. And I don't see you failing. I don't see you failing, y'all. I see you continuing to move forward and possibly even welcoming in new opportunities. And like I said, your advice in the situation is like, don't feel bad about an ending. Don't be scared of something ending. You know, don't be afraid of people being like, "Oh, well, we're not going to support you." That's okay. I feel like other people are going to support you. Other people see your vision. Other people love you, you know? Other people want you to keep going. Other people are liking the content. Other people are hyping the content. This person or this group of people are one out of many. You don't have to focus on them. If anything, some of you guys, because this card up here says bitch fire. If anything, they might view you as a little bitchy for cutting them off or not focusing on them or doing your own thing. Like, okay, what's the worst thing about being a bitch? So what's the worst thing? That somebody called you it? Because words are words. But again, we talk about this gold star system. Even though I feel like you shouldn't worry about a label, I feel like some of you could have even been the type that would pull back from sharing your opinion or speaking on your feelings because people would say certain things. Like, oh, you're nagging. Oh, you're a bitch. Like, if people say stuff like that to you, hopefully YouTube doesn't freak out about me saying this. It shouldn't, but you know, YouTube's weird. Anyway, some of y'all, you could be having issues with YouTube. No shade. Some of y'all could be doing something I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But what was I going to say? Oh, sometimes, you know how some people like, it's like when you're a kid and somebody goes, I'm trying to think about what someone would say. I don't know, like how parents try to find ways to get their kids to submit to what they're saying. Sometimes you'll see parents who are raising their kids and they'll say stuff like maybe a kid likes running around the house and like making a lot of noise and having fun. Instead of being like, hey, can you keep it down for me? The parent might say like, oh, only bad kids run around the house. You must be a bad kid, or something must be wrong with you. Or like some people say things where it's like, they'll say something just to kind of make you question who you are, or maybe to like, I don't know, like somebody's trying to pick at you. Some of you, it's not even that someone is physically saying anything. Sometimes it is that it's like you know what I mean. I'm trying to get this thought out. It's like, it's not the fact that they're not complimenting you. It's the fact that they're complimenting everybody else. It's not the fact that what am I trying to think of? I don't know, like, this is like you being in school. Somebody in here, I feel like your inner child is significant. Somebody's trying to take care of their inner child. This is like you being in school and your teacher is like, okay, we're going to color cows today. And everybody in your class is like, okay. And everybody's coloring the cows, and all the cows are white and brown or white and black. And you are like, I think I want my cow to be pink. And I want it to be a cow, but I want it to have wings. And you draw the cow and you're coloring the cow, and then you add wings to the cow, and your teacher's like, that's not really the cow I wanted. So no, like you actually did it wrong. Or like somebody's acting like whatever you did was wrong because it just wasn't what they wanted or what they like or something like that. And I'm kind of getting the vibe where, I don't know if you've had those experiences like where you were doing your own thing and people were making you feel bad about it. But some of y'all, you need to do your own thing and not feel bad about it. Yeah. Like, you need to be your own person and not feel bad about it. You need to wear what you want, act how you want, say what you want, and not feel bad about it. Even if somebody goes, well, that's not what nice girls say, or that's not what nice guys say. It's like, you can be considerate of other people's feelings while also being honest. And sometimes honesty isn't what people want to hear, but depending on what the honesty is, it could be very, valid criticism, or it could be a very valid comment that you're making. It's not always going to be a thing where you're saying something that's like, You know, I'm not getting that you're like, people could call you a B. Should I censor it now? Because I already said it. People could call you a bitch, but I'm getting like, you might not even be saying that to them. You might not even be saying anything crazy to them. But it's like, oh yeah, because wow, you're such a this thing or whatever it is. And it's like, okay, like, you just got to live your life, pal, too. Okay? Just live your life. Do your thing. You know? The people that want to support you, they're going to support you. The people that don't want to support you, they're not. And no matter how good or talented you are, I'm getting some people are not going to support you or view what you're doing as positive because they don't want you to do it, or they just much rather see you doubt yourself. And you not doubting yourself is really bothering them. Your oracles that came out for this reading, you got 2 oracles that came out. I'm going to read both because I feel like they'll both be relevant. You got Persephone and Dryad. All right, so let's read Persephone. I love this Persephone card. This Persephone card actually has this woman wearing this very like, some of you could have a child. You don't have to, or you work with children, but, or something here again about your inner child is coming up as significant because these 2 cards look like a mother and a daughter. But some of you, or it's like you could be a masculine in this pile as well. Somebody could be a mother and a daughter. Maybe the person that is causing issues with you could be a mom with a child, or you, I don't know. Take it how it resonates, y'all. Or this is your inner child. Anyway, I'm all over the place. Persephone, though, this Persephone energy, this card has this woman in this really pretty floral dress. But it's very like unique. It's couture. It's like a couture dress. So I feel like somebody in here, your style could be unique. Like maybe you dress differently from other people and people have tried to make you feel bad about it in the past, or you act differently than other people. You just don't fit in. You just don't fit in. And you could have people around you that have tried to gang up on you by including other people or making other people feel like they fit in when you don't, or whatever it is. And I feel like if somebody has done that to you, or if somebody has tried to make you feel like you are weird or strange or the oddball out, don't let that faze you. Just find the people that you're meant to be connecting with. Okay? You have Persephone, new beginnings, a time of complete renewal. You have the power to create light-filled change and rebirth. Somebody's going through a rebirth. It says Persephone is a Greek maiden goddess who was captured by the king of the underworld, Hades, after eating the pomegranate seeds Hades offered her. Persephone became queen of the dead, agreeing to spend 6 months of each year underground. On Earth's surface, this created winter. When she returned above ground each spring, Persephone and her mother Demeter opened the flowers and blessed the crops. Persephone symbolizes the eternal death life cycle, helping us find renewed light after times of dark discomfort. Whilst her pomegranate symbolizes immortality, her other symbols are spring flowers, corn, and grain. It says, you may feel lost, exhausted, afraid, or shrouded in darkness, but Persephone is here to say, don't give up. She reminds you of the dual feminine powers of diving underground only to rise up again, totally renewed. Perhaps it feels as though something in your life is ending or broken down, yet Persephone invites you to see things differently as an opportunity for magical new beginnings. It will pay off now to dig as deep as you can into your soul for a fresh start. Make the effort to create positive change, and it will reward you, Like a phoenix rising, you're a skilled alchemist who can begin over and over again in life, creating strong foundations, soul-inspired work, and enriched relationships. You have what it takes to ascend into spring, taking deep spiritual lessons from the underworld with you. The additional meanings of this card says you can successfully deal with an illness, relationship difficulty, or life challenge. Don't give up. It also says, as Persephone symbolizes the mother-daughter bond, this card may signify a rebirth, significant change, or healing within this relationship. Okay, so some of y'all, I don't know whether it's a positive change or a negative change. Some of y'all could have had one parent that was being weird with you, and maybe your mom is supportive of you, or others of you, your mother could be the one that's causing problems, and maybe you had, I don't know. I'm getting like there's something significant about your connection to your mom or your inner child. You also have, you're a complex, intense soul who needs testing periods in your underworld to recall your spiritual power and alchemize your light. I'm getting shadow work. Somebody in this reading, the person, whoever I'm talking about, who's been hating and all of this stuff, the reason why they're shocked by how you've been able to transform is because they didn't realize that you were doing shadow work. This person felt like if they were able to push you into a depression, that you would stay in the dark. And I don't think they realized that that's where you probably gained the most power. Like, you gain the most ideas, the most creativity, the most strength. Because at some point in time, you got to come back into the light. And every time you choose to come back into the light, you are renewed. This person is bothered by how you are rebirthing yourself. You have invocation of the card. It says, Persephone, help me to begin again, taking sacred lessons from the challenges I face. Stand beside as I emerge renewed from the darkness. Yes, some of y'all are coming out of a dark time. I feel like you're coming out of a dark time. Maybe you have better boundaries or a backbone, and people could be like, oh, you're so bitchy. And it's like, I mean, I literally did the work to become this way. So if that is the title that they're giving you, whether you're a man or a woman or whoever this is, they could be saying like, oh, you're just so mean now, or you're just so, wow, you're just saying this and that. I don't know what to tell people. I don't know what you need to tell people. I'm confused. I'm like, I don't know what they want you to say. Like, yeah, I guess you just need to stand on it. Like, yeah, even if you don't want to say anything directly to people, if they're bothered by you choosing to keep pushing forward, keep pushing forward. You should never care. That reminds me of, I ain't never scared. Like, I'm getting a bone crusher. Somebody in here, you're like, I'm never scared. Yeah, you should never be scared. Especially if this is about your spiritual connection. Why would you ever be afraid of humans? They can only do so much. The divine is really the one that's, running the show. And I mean, yes, we have control as individuals on the planet. We have free will. But when it comes down to like having free will and having control, we might be able to control what we can here. But at the end of the day going in, and we don't control the end of the day, right? The sun and the moon rises regardless of whether we're here, people in this reading. Somebody does not know that they are not bigger than the program. That's what I'm getting. Somebody felt like something was going to end or, fall apart because they were evil eyeing you or going to make you feel like you weren't important, or I don't know who that was. For some reason, I keep getting industry. So I don't know if this is somebody in a specific industry you're in. Some of y'all, this could be somebody in a community or an industry you're in that tried to make you feel like you were the oddball out or that you should stop, or they were hoping that you would give up. And I'm getting you didn't give up. I'm getting something about an industry, which is very odd. I keep hearing it in my mind. So some of you, this could be about something in regards to an industry that you're in, okay, or a community that you're in. Very weird. You have Dryad. It says protect your energy, clear yourself from energetic clutter, tune into tree wisdom. Might need to go outside, people, in this reading. It says Dryads are wood nymphs or nature spirits in Greek mythology. Heavy on the grease. Grease is significant for you, particularly of oak trees. There are forms of dryads in numerous cultures around the world. Dryads protect and care for the tree they're born with and inhabit their tree's aura. Ooh, some of y'all got the aura of a tree? I love that for you. It says channels of communication for its spirits. Dryads are a tree's messenger. Oh, some of you guys, like, it's giving like a fairy or like earth spirit. Like, some of you guys are very connected to earth. I love that for you. You might need to go outside and connect with the earth if you don't already do so. You might need to do it more often, people in this pile, because I actually feel like this is like a skill of yours. It says it's psychic voice. Oh, that was the end. That was the end of the sentence. My bad. It says they are they are powerful energy healers and can be invoked for space and aura clearing purposes. Dryads. Okay, so you could even call in dryad energy when it comes to your home and they will heal the space. Interesting. It says you're leaking your precious energies all over the place, and the Dryad has come to rescue you. Dryad is the best friend of an empath, a highly sensitive person who taps deeply into the emotional states of others. If you're empathic, you sense someone's feelings and experiences as if they were your own. This is a gift and can make you a wonderful listening ear for your friends. But if you don't take care of your boundaries, it can have a damaging effect on your well being. How many times have you felt clogged, unbalanced, or drained from being a psychic sponge? I literally said this about the kids. It's something about you is very sponge-like, maybe very childlike for everything that is around you. Dryad offers you this simple energy clearing and protection ritual. Do this exercise morning and evening, especially after being in crowded or emotionally charged environments. Dryad says, imagine yourself inside the aura of a beautiful tree. Ask to be cleared of all energetic toxicity or invisible baggage that isn't yours. This could be other people's emotions, thoughts, and personal soul lessons that you've unconsciously absorbed. Some of y'all might be taking on the karma of other people. Wow. It says to complete the clearing process, visualize a layer of protective light surrounding your body. Finally, consult the tree's spirit wisdom. Ask if there's any guidance. Oh my gosh, I'm adding words. Ask if there are any messages it wants to share with you. Give thanks to the tree. Your aura is refreshed and sealed with Dryad's protection. Wow. The additional meanings of this card, it says, take a break from social media. Ooh, told y'all. It's something going on here with social media. I don't know if somebody is like, I don't know, y'all. I feel like you should still prepare to post and things like that, but some of you could have somebody like evil eyeing your social media. It says bring plants into your living space to purify the energy. Love that. Love a plant. Get involved in tree planting projects. Love that even more. Definitely do that if you feel compelled to. And then it says learn about tree wisdom. Wonderful. The invocation of this card says I respect and care for my energy field. I recognize the healing power of trees. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I am the type of person that can get very drained after being around a lot of people. And it's crazy because I enjoy connecting with people. But when we talk about like going to an event or like repeatedly, like even over the weekend, I was out so much that I was tired. I was tired. I was tired. Like I barely had time to myself. And I'm used to being, on my own or like around family and stuff. But being around so many people, even though it was exciting, I'm like, damn, this is like not how I used to feel. I used to be very like, I used to go out a lot and I still like going out, but when I used to go out a lot and I wasn't taking the time to heal and be on my own and stuff like that, I don't think that being around people fazed me as heavily. I would get drained or be tired on occasion, but when you're partying and stuff like that, you don't really pay attention to your energy. But like now, I can so easily get drained. If you're around the right people, you probably won't feel drained. But when you're around people who are draining, you definitely can get drained. And sometimes it's not always intentional. Maybe somebody's coming to you because they are excited or they have something going on or, like maybe they do need to vent and it might not be a bad person, but you can get drained very easily. Some of you guys are picking up on the energy of people that, I don't know, it feels like they've thrown energy your way or they felt like you, I don't know, somebody has some sort of weird energy towards you. They didn't want you to feel comfortable with being out there or sharing yourself with people or, I don't know. Your soul's journey messages. You have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Absolutely. Be honest with yourself. This could even be you asking for criticism from people at some point and they're just like, I hate it. I don't like it. Da, 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 da. But are they just a hater or are they actually not liking it? Was it actually bad or are you asking people that genuinely don't support you? This isn't to say that everybody that's giving you criticism is a hater or a bad person, but like, you got to be honest with yourself. If somebody's trying to throw shade or act like they're not supporting you because of something, but it's really good. Like I have people, oh my gosh, I have so many people that I follow that I'm like, you didn't get support on that project. You didn't get support on that thing. People didn't like that song. People didn't like that post. I'm shocked. I am shocked. I am genuinely shocked when I see something of good quality that people are not supporting, because in my mind, I'll immediately know, like, oh my gosh, people must be hating. Like, literally in my mind, I'm like, you must have people who don't like you. Even based off of, like, people complain a lot about Instagram because of the view to like ratio. I mean, if it's just like a random I pass through it type of vibe, that's okay. But even if it's like not a video around, some of you are teaching people something in this pile. I'm picking up on something here about you teaching people. So if you are teaching people something, then it would make sense why somebody could be like criticizing it, like, oh, it wasn't that good. Okay, whatever. However, I think you're actually really good at what you do. Pile 2. So if people aren't supporting you or aren't showing you love or acting like whatever it is that you're teaching or doing isn't good, it's unfortunate to say, but you might have some haters, boo. But if you got haters, I mean, I've always been taught that if you have haters, you must be doing something right. You must be doing something right. If anything, you're probably triggering these people because they either want to be more like you, they wish they had your skill set, they wish that they were, I don't know. Sometimes you don't even have to have a lot of followers or supporters for them to be jealous. Sometimes it's just the fact that they feel like you are talented, and I don't know, Now, I'll say, even with me, I might not watch every video I see, or I might not comment on everything that I see, but likes are free. And anytime I tap on a video, I don't care whose video it is. Anytime I tap on a video, I like. Just because. What's it going to do to me? I mean, yeah, of course, we got the list on YouTube that's like, even on Instagram, every app, they collect your likes so you can see what you liked in the past. But even then, like, if you genuinely like it, just like it. What's the problem? I don't know why people would be weird about that. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, you have fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of fear. If there's a part of you that's afraid of putting yourself out there, posting the thing, doing the thing, because you feel like people are going to judge you, or the people from your past who told you not to do it are going to judge you, or people in your energy are going to say certain things about you, don't worry about those people. Just do what you love. If you know it was good, it was good. You thought it was good. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter how anybody else feels. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, even down to the little, the scenario that I created around the pink cow thing. For some of y'all, your cow, if you made a special thing that was exactly how you wanted it, that's exactly how it was supposed to be. Don't let people challenge your creativity. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Be as bright or as dark or as interesting or as plain as you want to be. You could be all those things. It doesn't matter. Somebody could say you're not doing enough. Somebody saying you're doing too much. You just need to do you. You also have self-esteem. It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yes, what you contribute to the world is important, pal, too. Don't ever let anybody else feel like you're not important. Okay? Not even feel like you're not important. Don't let nobody tell you you're not important. And even if they do tell you, ignore it. Don't listen. This actually is making me think about that is it Doctor Who? That Doctor Who clip that like floats around where they have the audio of Doctor Who being like, and what's this person's name? And the guy that he's with is like, oh, it's nobody important. And Doctor Who's like, really? I've never met anybody who wasn't important before. Exactly. I've never met anybody that wasn't important before. Besides the people that make themselves not important by being, negative. Even negative people are needed. Everybody has a purpose. Either you're a part of the team of people that want to spread light and love and positivity on the planet, or and even the people who are spreading light and love, you don't have to always be light and love to be light and love. You can still be, authentic and sad if you need to, and whatever it is. Like, people, it's too much duality and multifacetedness in the world for people to just play themselves as one singular thing. You can be whatever you want. There are no rules. There are no rules for how you should operate as an adult. Okay? I feel like I'm talking to everybody's inner child in this pile. Inner children, people whose inner children are in this pile. Somebody's inner child needs to know that there are no rules. You can wear Crocs with that dress. You know, you can wear your pajamas for the day. Somebody in here, somebody's like, is it pajama day? Just wear your pajamas every day. Like, who cares? Do what you want to do. You actually don't have to participate in pajama day if you don't want to. But if you want to wear the craziest pajamas you got, do it. You know, this reminds me of kids. Some of you could work with kids, but this reminds me of kids too, because I'm thinking about even like down to, again, like my nephew and things like that. There used to be a time where like if there was, and I've noticed this as I've became an adult, but when I was growing up, even when we had those extracurricular days where it's like crazy hat day or crazy hair day or funky sock day or, you know, pajama day, dress up as your favorite movie character day, there would be kids that would dress up and then there would be kids that wouldn't. Now, unfortunately, there are some kids that feel like they don't have, like they might not have the resources to dress up and things like that. And that would always make me sad if a kid didn't have enough money or support from a parent to do those things. But then there were other times where you would see people be like, oh, I'm not dressing up. That's crazy. I'm not wearing that hat. That's crazy. I'm not going to wear this. That's going to make me look weird. And I've even caught my nephew saying things where it's like, I don't want to wear that shirt. That's going to make people pay too much attention to me. Like, I don't want them to look at me weird. And it's kind of like, who taught them that? Like, who made the kid feel like it was weird to do what they wanted to do? Who made the kid feel weird like it's wrong? Who told somebody that it was wrong to just do what you want to do, to like what you like, to be how you want to be? I think people are very triggered by other people's inner children when they're healed. If your inner child is healed, you're just going to live your life. You're going to wear what you want, say what you want, act how you want, and not, again, in a malicious way, but even joy is triggering to some people. I feel like some of you, your joy triggers people. So you need to be around more people who like being happy, okay? Who like being themselves, who are able to embrace duality. That's who you need to be around. That's who you need to aim to find. If you are putting out content as well, people who like this vibe. If they don't like the vibe, okay, that's fine. They're not a part of the tribe. They're not a part of your tribe. That's okay. That is completely fine. Not everybody is going to want to support you, but I'm getting, you shouldn't stop. Okay. Self-care for you in this card, not in this card, in this pile. You have be still. Some of y'all need to take a break. All right. Meditate, maybe lay down. Definitely meditate if you want to gain new ideas. You could probably gain some new ideas while you're meditating. You also have sync with the moon. Some of you guys need to be syncing with the moon at this time. This card always has a message in the deck. So let me get to the message and tell you what it says for the new moon. This new moon message in this card, it says, carve out the time and space to get clear on your desires and set your intentions. Write down what you want to manifest to amplify your intentions and keep track. All right. So somebody in here, you may want to write down what it is that you're manifesting moving forward. Get a list somewhere so you can look at it as you move forward the next 6 months. You also have spend time with friends. Some of you guys need to spend time with friends that get you. Okay. Be around more people that understand you, that support you, that get you. Your love oracle, you have the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. If that was a hating ass ex, let them go. Let them go. They're gone. Let them go. They probably watching. They might even block you, whatever it is. That's fine. Let them go. Let them leave. You're on a new path now. You also have our hating friends. I don't know who they were. Just let them go. You also have transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Uh-oh. Some of y'all, in the process of you leaving one thing behind, there's other connections that are about to deepen. Maybe with an audience, maybe with a specific person, maybe with some new friends. I don't know. Maybe with a new love interest. I don't know. Some of y'all, there's something positive coming in for you. So stay positive yourself. I'm hearing that somebody in here needs to color. If some of y'all might want to buy a coloring book, you may benefit from a coloring book. Your mantras in this pile, you have, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. That came up in pile 1. If you want to watch pile 1, you can. Bottom of that deck, you have, I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Okay, I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. And then last but not least, I'm going to get one more mantra for pile 2. Okay, you have 2 mantras. You have, I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. And then you also have, I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. Okay, I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. Also, I don't want to keep reading mantras, but the bottom of the deck mantra was really good. This one right here says, I let the universe catch up with my dreams. Okay, that's right. I let the universe catch up with my dreams. Why not be a pioneer and an innovator, your own person, and let everybody else catch up? They might not get it now, but they'll get it later. And they may not call you cool now, but they'll call you cool later. That's how it always works. That's how it always works. If you're weird right now, you're probably ahead of your time. Thank God we're in Aquarius North Node. Because now all the people that would be considered quote unquote weird will be seen for who they actually are. Which is leaders. Okay? So that is all that I have. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Hi, pile 3. Last but not least, you are the pile that chose the sun and the labradorite crystal. All right. So, pile 3. Before I got into your pile 3, I drank so much water. I finished. Oh, did my bonnet hit the... did my bonnet hit the mic, pile 3? I'm sorry. I drunk so... I'm so tickled. I was a little tickled. I'm not gonna lie. Like, while I was shuffling your cards, I was thinking, like, this is gonna be a positive pile. Yeah, look, I'm shuffling the cards down. I'm seeing the sun. I was like, this is gonna be a positive pile. And honestly, it feels very positive. But before I got into your pile, I drank the rest of my water bottle. And it was damn near full. But I just drank it all and just, like, chugged it and got into the reading. Which makes me laugh because I don't know why I just drunk it like that. But it's kind of making me feel like some of you guys could be thirsty. Okay. Some of you guys could be out in the sun. Maybe you've been outside, or if you're going outside around this time, definitely make sure you stay hydrated. Others of you, I'm getting something here about, it could be thirst, but it could even be, I don't know if you are also like, like metaphorically like thirsty. Like maybe there's somebody in your energy that you are thirsting after, or maybe somebody in your energy is thirsting after you. That could be a thing. The sun card is giving me Leo energy. But also this card in particular, and I don't know what deck this is from. I've seen other readers use this card, or I've seen this card pop up in other readings from readers. I don't know what deck this is, but it popped up on Pinterest and I wanted to use a different type of sun card. Ooh. Oh, I thought my ear was ringing. That was weird. That was weird. But I saw a different type of sun card, or I wanted to use a different type of sun card, so I decided to use this one. But it looks like Rumpelstiltskin or Rumpelstiltskin. Like, I don't know how to say it. It looks like Rumpelstiltskin, or it reminded me of that. So I'm going to read to you what Rumpelstiltskin's about, because I don't know if everybody in here knows what I'm talking about. It says, Rumpelstiltskin is a famous German fairy tale collected by the Brothers Grimm. The Brothers Grimm have a lot of things that they have talked about. I can't remember what other stories they have, but a lot of like nursery rhyme type of vibes. Anyway, not nursery rhyme, but you know. It says Rumpelstiltskin is a famous German fairy tale collected by the Brothers Grimm in 1812. It tells the story of an imp, or a strange little man, who helps a miller's daughter spin straw into gold in exchange for her jewelry and later her firstborn child. Now, this reading has been very odd because children have been coming up, yes, which makes sense. It's Leo, 5th house energy. But what is this about this imp? Aren't imps demons? Let me see. What's an imp? Rumpelstiltskin is like scary low-key. Yes, it says an imp is a small mythical demon or a mischievous child. As an acronym or abbreviation, IMP commonly stands for important, it's my pleasure, in text slang or an interface. Okay, who cares? This is AI. That's AI talking to me. It's not that who cares. Wait, stop. It's not about who cares. We care, right? But I never knew it was it's my pleasure. If I ever saw somebody say it's my pleasure, I'm like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. But they're saying it is a small mythical demon or a mischievous child. And this is something from European folklore. So, mischievous creature, a small impish spirit or lesser demon for European folklore. Naughty child, a playful way to describe a kid who plays pranks or acts cheeky. So you go, that if a child is like that, you say that child's an imp. And they also say falconry term, to repair a hawk or falcon's wing by grafting new feathers onto broken stumps. Interesting. I never knew. Something about falcons could be significant. Falcon wings. Falcons also make me think about Atlanta. The Atlanta Falcons, like football. Somebody in here, you could be a football player, have dealt with one. Repairing the wing. Now, again, in Rumpelstiltskin, I can't remember exactly what happened, but okay. Are you guys going to feel like I'm ruining the plot? I don't want to ruin the plot. I'm not going to ruin the plot, but I mean, you can watch the fairy tale and you'll still get the vibes. Some of y'all already know what this is, but it says the plot and the deal. So I'm going to read the bullet points that Google has given me. It says a proud father lies to the king and says his daughter can spin string straw into gold. So a father lies to a king and says his daughter can make golden string. The king locks the girl in a room with a spinning wheel and straw so she can make the gold, right? A tiny man appears, or the imp, and does the work for her in exchange for her necklace, then her ring. So every time he makes the gold, because the father has lied and said, my daughter can do this, every time she makes the gold, the demon's like, okay, I want your necklace, I want your ring. And then it says on the final night, with nothing left to pay, she promises her first baby to the little man. She marries the king and has a child. The little man returns to claim his payment. Wow. So she ends up marrying the king that her father lied to. And their firstborn child is what Rumpelstiltskin wants. Now, apparently, the deeper we go into it, there's something here about them guessing the name of, I remember. Rumpelstiltskin basically is like, I'll give you the kid if you know my name. Like, if you can say my name or whatever it is. It's giving Beetlejuice now. He's like, if you can say my name or if you know my name, then I'll give you your child. And it says she apparently finds out his name and then says his name. And he disappears. Now in Beetlejuice, though, she had to say his name for him to come back and be alive, which is the opposite. But you get my vibe. You get the vibe. Somebody in here, are you watching like scary movies? Are you celebrating Summerween? I know everybody's been loving Summerween. Yeah, but that's what Rumpelstiltskin is about. So is that relevant to you? Somebody in this file, is that relevant to you? Besides it being a children's story. You know what I love about children's stories from the past? I mean, there's probably modern stories that have similar types of depths, but a lot of past stories, or like, oh my gosh, you want to know what's crazy? It's crazy that I'm saying this right now. Wait, let me finish my thought. A lot of past stories used to be adult stories, but framed in child-like forms. The reason why I got excited though was because I'm thinking about Hunchback of Notre Dame. Me and my sister were literally just talking about Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hunchback of Notre Dame. And we were talking about it because I said at one point, I believe Disney was mad. Let me see. We're just on here doing research together, Pile 3. Pile 3, are you the type of person that likes looking up stuff? There was some sort of controversy around Hunchback of Notre Dame where it was like people didn't like it, or like, not they didn't like it. Disney had issues with it. There was controversy around it, or somebody had issues with it. Okay, let me read it. It says Disney 1996 animated film The Hunchback of Notre Dame courted major controversy for pushing G-rated boundaries with mature themes like lust, religious hypocrisy, infanticide, and genocide. Yes, Hunchback of Notre Dame was deep. It says, while not a Disney Channel original, the movie sparked intense debate over whether its dark content was appropriate for children. Okay, so it wasn't a Disney Channel original movie, but it definitely was being pushed by Disney somehow. Yeah, now they're bringing up the song Hellfire and things like that. Honestly, the movie was definitely deeper than probably what most 90s kids could comprehend. But those types of things stick with people. And I can think about movies that I watched as a kid where I was like, I don't know, I don't know what this is about, but I can tell it's deep. I feel like somebody in here, maybe you're the type of person, maybe you write children's books, maybe you're interested in that, maybe you're writing adult books, young adult books, who knows, you would be a great author, Pile 3. Others of you, your father could be significant. Oh, let me get into the crystal though. Okay, maybe the crystal will tell us more. But yeah, for some reason that excerpt was significant. Some of you need to revisit old movies and things from the past, because it may actually give you some insight on your inner child around this moon. Okay, like movies that you like. Like, I know the movies that I like. When I think back, I'm like, no wonder I'm like this now. I feel like you probably could think back to movies and you'll go, like that makes sense. No wonder I'm interested in these things. Or when you think about what your favorite movie is. I've actually seen this woman on Instagram who has recently been dissecting things like that. Like, she's been talking about, like, if your favorite movie is this is what it means about you. They also have things like if this artist is your favorite artist, this is what it means about you type of vibe. So somebody in here, something about the movies that you like may be relevant to your personality. Okay. Or, like your personality type. Let's get into the crystal. Labradorite. Okay. It says a highly mystical and magical stone, labradorite is thought to strengthen intuition and offer a connection to the universe. The colors are varied. Labradorite is an iridescent stone, meaning its colors, which can include blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, seem to change when seen from different angles. It's good for spiritual growth. This stone is thought to raise consciousness and promote psychic abilities. Okay. You also have a message here that says psychic powers. Connected to the third eye chakra, labradorite strengthens intuition and offers a window to the spiritual world. It is also thought to enhance psychic abilities such as clairvoyance and telepathic communication. Okay, so clairvoyance and telepathy may be relevant in this pile. I'm also seeing something here that says miracle worker. It says ancient Inuits called labradorite a firestone and would use powdered forms. My battery's about to die. I gotta hurry up. And would use powdered forms of it to help cure ailments. Still, today, labradorite is thought to support respiratory health, aid in digestion, and relieve anxiety and stress. We also have a message here that says Aurora Borealis. It says with its luminous colors, labradorite has associations with the northern lights and is I just bit my tongue, and is nicknamed the Aurora Borealis stone. Ancient Inuits even believe labradorite was the fallen rays from the auroras captured in a stone. Okay, so the stone was so pretty, people were like, this must be from the sky. I love that. I think that's so dreamy. Such a romantic way of thinking. Also, there's another message here. It says moonlight magic. To clean labradorite, rinse it under running water and scrub gently with a soft cloth. This will help clear the stone of negative energy and keep it in a good shape. To give it an energetic reset, leave it out overnight to absorb the moon's magical rays. If any of you own a labradorite crystal, this might be a great moon for you to charge it. Okay, definitely around a solar eclipse. Interesting. I'm actually going to pause the video and then charge my phone, and then I'm going to come back, which is odd, right? Normally I would let my phone die. But not this time. We're going to charge the phone and then come back. It's a chill day. Okay? Somebody in here, you might be real chill right now. I feel like this pile is so chill, or you need to just chill, pile 3. Like, you don't need to rush. Rush? Why am I having issues with speaking in this pile? You don't need to rush. You don't need to stress. I wanted to say that word. You don't need to think too hard about anything. I mean, you can theorize things or be philosophical if you want, but yeah, just chill. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, pal 3. I'm gonna pause the video, your pal in specific. Maybe eat a lunch, maybe even take a shower. I wanted to take a shower because I was filming like off rip. Think I'm gonna take a shower, a spiritual shower, and then I'm gonna come back. Some of y'all, you need to take a spiritual shower today. So hold on, I'm coming back. All right, pile 3. Pile 3, I am back and I feel so good. Honestly, highly recommend everybody in this pile around this new moon solar eclipse. You need an everything shower or an everything bath or something very soothing. You need to do extra self-care. Extra self-care in this pile. All the piles, honestly. Leo is such an indulgent sign. Same thing like Libra, any Venusian signs and everything like that. Understand the concept of being a little bit more indulgent when it comes to taking care of yourself. But specifically when it comes to this new moon solar eclipse, I almost get the vibe where you need to set the tone for what it is that you're manifesting for yourself. And everybody in this reading should be manifesting some level of fulfillment. Okay, fulfillment. Now, what was I talking about before I left? Because I just had a nice little break. I just had a nice little break. I almost forgot everything that I said. Okay, so we talked about Rumpelstiltskin. We talked about the Labradorite. That's right. And can't remember. So let me talk about these oracles out here, and then I'm going to shuffle off camera, and then I'm going to come back and interpret the tarot. But somebody in this pile, based off of what I said before and just the energy that I'm picking up on now, I'm getting a vibe that somebody in this pile needs to be honest with themselves about something. Now, I don't feel like what you're being honest with yourself about is bad. For some of you, I know I brought up possibly being, what do you call it? An author. And when I think about the sun card, you know, most people, when they think about the sun card, they do think about children. 9 times out of 10 on most sun cards, there's a little boy. There's always like a little baby on it. But I also think about wish fulfillment, positivity. It's a yes card. It's like a huge confirmation message if you're reading tarot and you get a sun card. Optimism, abundance. There's a vibe. There's so many different things I'm picking up on. The self-care thing actually is relevant to the people in this pile. I almost feel like somebody in this pile, you need a day to yourself. Maybe it should be today. You need a day to yourself to figure out exactly what it is that you're about to be launching, that you're about to be sharing, or that you're about to be investing in, because it could be career related. It could be love related. It could be something about community. But you're about to start something. Okay, for some of you, this has to do with your spiritual path. Like, maybe you want to start a business. Others of you, this is about you feeling intuitively called to start something. Does not have to be spiritual based. But I'm getting like, if you have a talent that you want to pursue, you should. A platform that you want to start, you should. There's just a card out here about being honest with yourself. What's the honesty about? Before we get into the actual spread, what's the honesty about for pile 3? For some of you, you need to be honest with yourself about, I'm getting it is about what you want to invest in. For some of you, it could very literally be a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you may need to be honest about this person. Others of you, you need to be honest about your own energy, if this is your energy. Another group of you, you need to be honest about, what exactly it is that you desire to manifest. Sometimes we're not honest about what we want to manifest. Sometimes we say what we want to manifest. I just saw 444 on the timestamp. Sometimes we say what we think others want us to manifest, and we don't say what it is that we actually want. So however that is attached to this Queen of Pentacles, I feel like that is relevant. Some of you guys are either needing to figure out exactly what it is that you want to manifest, and you need to be honest about it. Some of you may need to be honest about the people that are blocking you from what you want to manifest. Or, yeah. Okay, I'm going to shuffle off camera, and then I'm going to come back and tell you what I see. Okay, pile 3. Pile 3. Again, like the other piles, I said that I'm not going to name the signs in these readings because all the signs are out here, honestly. Every sign is out here on the board. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. Pile 3. This either has to do with your family, what it is that your family wants for you, what it is that you may have wanted for yourself at one point in time, or what you have previously defined as wish fulfillment. I feel like somebody is doing some form of soul searching around this moon, or you're being advised to do so. Because it feels like something that you thought you wanted, or something that you... It either feels like something that you thought you wanted or something that you were aiming to build no longer seems possible. I don't feel like it's because it's not possible. It feels like it's not possible with a certain person or around certain people. So again, maybe this is family related. Maybe this is friend related. Maybe this is a partner. Why is this energy here, actually? Why is this energy here? Yeah, like, I don't know if you've been waiting for... Somebody's changing their mind. It kind of feels like somebody has been waiting for opportunities to come to them or for a specific outcome in a certain situation. And if you're not currently receiving that, you have to create your own. You have to create your own opportunity. This could be in your career. This could be in your love life. I feel like there was a certain path or vision that you had in mind in the past that you may now be viewing as, I don't know if like now you're starting to realize that you wanted this out of fear, or now you're starting to realize that this is no longer what you want. This could even be codependency. Maybe at one point in time you wanted a certain lifestyle, or you wanted to show up a certain way, or you wanted to be around certain people, or I don't know, because you were fearful. But now you're in a spot where you want to create your own opportunities. I'm also picking up on someone that is like removing themselves from the competition. So again, I don't know whether there's like a certain industry you're in, a certain line of work that you're in, a family dynamic. This is just like about you and your friends. Some of you were competing at one point in the past, and I feel like you're no longer competing. You want to end a cycle of indecisiveness, and the indecisiveness has existed due to other people's either expectations of you or you desiring to meet the standard of these people. There's somebody in your energy that is watching you walk away. And I feel like they are trying to find a way to keep you stuck. Okay? Who is this person? Why is this here? Somebody's watching you focus on yourself or pull your energy back, and they might not like that. Why is this here? Yeah. Somebody quite literally could feel like you're healing. I don't know if you're healing from them or you're just healing from what you've been through. But they can tell that you are focused on other opportunities. I'm also getting the vibe of somebody trying to find different approaches of keeping you somewhere or like keeping you on board. And it's just like none of it's hitting. None of it's working. I don't know what that's about. For some of you, the reason why you are no longer wanting to be in a certain environment or within a certain connection or within a certain industry or career field is because, first off, some of you are dealing with people who are, like I said, could be a bit competitive. And this isn't giving healthy competition. This is giving very literally like, I want you to feel below me type of vibes. Some of you guys could be around people who have this type of energy. Others of you, this is the energy people bring out in you. You might start to feel like, this is kind of giving me the vibe of like, I don't know, I've lost the meaning behind why I'm doing this, or I've lost like, even if this is a relationship, some of you could be in a relationship, but it's like being in the relationship just to say you're in one so you don't look lonely because everyone else around you has one, or because you don't want to come off like the person that failed in that thing, or like there's this vibe going on like that. Some of you may be starting to realize that the desire or even the meaning behind what you were doing in the past is no longer there. It's like it's became messy. Who's this energy up here? Who's this energy up here? Yeah, some of y'all, this could be, it's either something related to a friend group. If it's a friend group, it's a long-standing friend group, friendship, anything like that. If this is a family dynamic, this is a family dynamic you've always been around. You've always appeased. You've always tried to fit into. If this is a work arena, this is an investment you built up for a long time. It looks like you've been in it for a while now. I'm seeing a range of 3 to 10. So that could be 3 to 10 months, 3 to 10 weeks, 3 to 10 years. Some of you have been invested in something for 3 to 10 somethings. And there's this energy in the reading where it's like, the more you look at this investment and the future of it, the more you start to feel like, for some of you, my throat was about to act up when I said it too. So this could be relevant. For some of you, the longer you're in this thing, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, or a family dynamic or something like that, the longer you're in it, the more you feel like your father. That's for somebody. It's not funny. I don't know why I'm cracking up. For somebody, that's not funny. Because I don't think that you like that. I don't think that you like it. The longer you're in this job, the more you feel like your father. The more you're in this relationship, the more you feel like your father. The more you're in this friendship, the more you feel like your father. Okay? Or if you come from a mother that's masculine, the more you feel like your mom. Something's making you feel like your dad. Like the negative aspects of your dad, not the positive. Why is this here? Yeah. There's something here about the emotions not being in it the way that you want it to. I'm also getting like, if there's other investments outside of something that you want to pursue, you're starting to look at the other investments that you were in, the other connections you were around, the other people you were, you know, like the people you may have known at some point in time where you were fulfilled, and you feel like you had more of an emotional connection to those people, more of a bond to those people. It feels like the connections that you're in now, or the goals that you're setting now, are hyper focused on money, and maybe even for some of you, it could be like I don't think that this is like again, like, I mean, for some of you, it may be. I don't know if it's like a status thing, or again, like trying to be seen a certain type of way, but for some of you, it could be. You could be around people who are more focused on how they're seen rather than how they treat people or how it feels to be around them, or, you know. Now, the problem here, though, is I feel like you're meant to be connecting with people. And I even feel like there's someone that you know you want to connect with, friends that you know you want to be around, people that you know you want to work with. There could even be somebody that's waiting to talk to you. People in this reading. What's this about? For some reason, that's a challenge. Why is this a challenge? Why is this a challenge? Somebody's waiting for you. I'm also getting, oh my goodness, this is so interesting. Somebody could be waiting for you. For somebody in here, this is a very specific message. This isn't for all of you. Because maybe even the father figure that I'm picking up on, this could be your literal father, or this could be a grandfather, maybe even an uncle, where you're starting to feel like you're acting like the darker aspects of this person, or even if it's not darker, like maybe it's a thing where you had a parent who wasn't taking care of themselves but was taking care of everybody else. That is bothering you, you know? That energy is bothering you. But I was going to say, for somebody in here, if you do have a deceased father or masculine energy on the other side, I'm also getting, if you have a, again, deceased mother figure on the other side, she could be more masculine in energy. She doesn't have to be. This person is waiting for something. What's this person waiting for? For some of you, this person is waiting for you to start a project or something that you're passionate about. There's something that you're meant to be working on that you're not working on. Why would this be a challenge, though? Or maybe this is what's going on. Like, is this like a family business thing? For some of you, maybe this parent wants you to keep working on something, or wants you to keep working with your family, or wants you to keep... I feel like they want you to work on something specific. That's only if it's literally family. For others of you, even if this person, if I'm not picking up on someone that's deceased, this has to do with... This has to do with you waiting for a sign. Some of y'all are waiting for like a sign of what you should do, when you should start, what you should do. But I feel like you already got the signs. There's a part of you that you're torn, pile 3. You're torn. The same way in that story, like I said, with Rumpelstiltskin. Technically, the father made the decision to get her into that little house making gold, right? That wasn't her decision. Even if in the end she married the king, the father was the one that lied and said she could do it. She sat in that house and prayed that she would be able to make straw into gold string. And even though she was able to do that, she found a way. In the end, it was like, at what cost? I'm kind of getting that vibe. Somebody in here, you might be investing in something or like in an energy where you are trying to appease. I don't know if you're trying to be in something, like, again, like, I'm not getting, I mean, it could be as deep or as shallow as you want it to be, pile three. This message could be as deep or as shallow as you want it to be. It could be something that's related to family and friends and all of this stuff, or it could be like just society at large. Somebody in this pile is wanting to break away from a pattern of trying to keep up with the Joneses or trying to be seen as included in these groups or in this, realm of people that only care about how they're being seen. Even though I do feel like you care about wealth or you do care about structure or whatever it is, the people you may be manifesting this stuff with, or the people who are telling you that this stuff is important, I feel like that something's off with these people. And for some of you, the thing that's off is that in order for you to stay in this vibration with them, you can't fully heal. You can't fully ascend. I feel like somebody in this pile wants to ascend. And ascension, again, everybody's on a different level when it comes to this stuff. But for some of you, ascension is just like simply you prioritizing your spiritual growth. Maybe you feel like you want to prioritize your spiritual growth rather than try to keep up with people, keep the money going, keep the looks going, there's something that you're not trying to do. I do feel like sometimes you may think about this parental figure or whoever it is that you feel like you need to make proud. Like, there's a sense of, because you have an oracle out here that says don't let pride get in your way. I feel like the pride has to do with how people are viewing you. There's a part of you that wants to make people proud. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I wish I could show y'all. On this strength card that came out, this lion has a chain on its neck. But it looks like a literal, like, you know how like a rapper would have a chain? Or like somebody that's like trying to be very flashy would have a chain. Nothing wrong with chains, by the way. People wear chains all the time. But there's even a like, there's a deeper message behind that. Why would a lion have a chain on its neck? And it's the king of the jungle. Do lions even need chains? I mean, the picture's very beautiful, but it's like, do lions even need chains? For some of you, this has to do with your mother. Because, the strength card normally has a woman by the lion. And in this card, she is holding the lion's neck. Like, if she's not being aggressive about it, I'm getting two messages. Some of you, you have a mother or someone that either this person is protecting you. People in this pile have two versions of a mom. Some of you have mothers that are protecting you, whether they're alive or gone. Your mother may be trying to protect you from going down the wrong path. Others of you, you might have a mother that prides herself on knowing that you are going down a certain path. Prides herself on whatever type of structure you're building that may not be what you want. Like, you might be keeping up certain images or facades for your mom. Others of you, this doesn't have to be a mother. This could be a love interest. But again, I kind of get that same message where it's like some of you could be keeping up a facade for a love interest to be seen a certain type of way, to be praised by this person. I don't think you want to keep that up if it is destroying your peace of mind or no longer in alignment with who you are becoming. Others of you, I'm getting that this could be a love interest that is supportive of you. The chains don't need to be a negative thing in this situation, but for some of you, I'm just kind of getting a vibe where it's like, for one, the idea of a chain is like to restrict something, right? Could keep things attached. There's an energy of you having like an attachment to someone. And like I said, codependency could be relevant in this pile. But for others of you, I'm also getting like people buying chains because they think that that's like a status symbol. Like, it's like, if I have a chain, that means I'm a big deal. I don't know if that's how you used to live. Like, you used to be like, man, if I have this, that means I'm a big deal. If I have this, that means I'm important. I don't think you care like that anymore. And there's like a part of you that, that doesn't mean you don't care about being wealthy or abundant, but abundance is bigger than physical money. And I feel like somebody is realizing that. Part of me wants to even tell somebody in this pile, like, some of you, especially if there is a passed over loved one or something that you feel wants you to keep going on a certain path. I don't know if that's the case, y'all. I actually don't know if that's the case. I actually feel like for some of you, this passed over loved one, like maybe even someone's using that against you. Like, oh, well, this is what your father would have wanted you to do. Or, this is what your mother would have wanted you to do. Or, this is what so-and-so, like somebody's like your grandparents would have wanted. Somebody could be flipping that on you. But I actually feel like your guides want you to go after something that you've been, after an opportunity that you've been avoiding, one that you feel like you've had to achieve alongside other people, or like a vision. There's a vision of life that you've been trying to feed into, or that you have been feeding into, that may no longer be in alignment with you. Yes. I feel like some of you, this pile is so split because some of you are no longer wanting the typical, whatever typical means for you. Some of you no longer want whatever type of typical dream life others desire. Desire. Why did I say that weird? You don't want the typical life that others desire. Like some people want a certain type of lifestyle. You might be happy on your own. You desire to find happiness on your own. I'm getting that. You want to build something for yourself and you want to be happy on your own, and away from whatever it is you were investing in prior. Others of you, I'm getting that whatever path you're on, you may not feel like you're actually aligned with the vision that you want. And maybe the vision that you want is tied into love, but it's like whatever you're investing in, it's not love, y'all. Somebody could be in a relationship that is not love. Somebody could be around friends that do not really love them. Somebody could be at a job where they're not actually loved. So your advice in this situation is, now that you're kind of waking up to the truth of a matter, whether it's with a certain person or within your family dynamic or within yourself, now that you've realized something about yourself, this is the time for you to actually go hard for what you do want. It's like if you're honest with yourself about what you want, what's stopping you from getting it? What's stopping pile 3 from getting what they want? What's stopping pile 3 from getting what they want? What's stopping pile 3 from getting what they want? For some of you, this Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom, 7 of Cups. Very literally, a Queen of Pentacles could be confusing you. Others of you, if you are this Queen of Pentacles, the thing that's confusing you is, I don't know, for some of you, you might be overthinking it. Like, some of you are overthinking what's about to end. Something definitely has to end, but you're overthinking what has to end. There's regrets here. I almost feel like somebody likes, the thing that's blocking you could be the illusion of what was. I feel like reality, things will get better, or things can get better, pile 3, but the reality of the situation is really stressing you out. Why is this here? Yeah. The reality of a situation is really stressing you out because there's a part of you that you just know that you can't keep going back and forth. You can't keep going back and forth. You can't keep, what do you call it? Teetering between an old reality and a new one. There's a new reality that you want to manifest. There's a certain outcome that you desire. There's a certain way that you want to feel. And, you can't keep trying to find different ways to recreate that feeling within this old investment. It's like, you just, it's really giving like somebody wants a clean slate. I don't know if it's a completely clean slate, because you do have the Tower card out here. So something, you might have a Tower moment around this time. Yeah. For some of you, this Tower moment is going to stress you out. Why is this here? Yeah, because I feel like you know that you have to take a leap of faith. You have to do something you've never done before. You have to do something you may have never seen other people do before. You have to do something that you never thought you would do. It doesn't seem bad. It just seems new. And because I said, like before, you might have had so much time invested in this other thing. It's like you just have never imagined yourself leaving this thing behind. But this other thing was not what you thought it was going to be. Yeah. It's not what you want. It doesn't light you up. For some of you, it's not what you prayed for. You prayed for something and you got something coming in. But now everything else around you is falling apart. You're like, oh my gosh, I thought this was what I wanted. Yeah, some of y'all might have, this is not funny. Some of y'all might have manifested the life that you want or the reality that you want. But in order for this reality to come into fruition, the old one has to break down. Whatever you ask for, this old reality can't stay. For some of you, the people in it can't stay either. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's giving Rumpelstiltskin. It's giving Rumpelstiltskin. The thing that you have to sacrifice. I mean, what would be the other solution? Like, in the end, she was able to say his name, but... And she was able to, like, I don't know if she was able to keep her child. I don't know if you guys see on that card, but she has 2 kids. So, like... I don't know if it's a thing where she was able to keep her child and also keep future children, or if it's a thing where it's like one child was, taken and the other one was there. I don't know, y'all. God forbid somebody's child is taken. I don't know what that's about. This could even be for those of you, trigger warning, for those of you that have lost children. Or maybe like even the idea of you having a kid. Some of you have sacrificed. It doesn't have to be a literal kid, but some of you have sacrificed your happiness already before. Like you already experienced what it feels like to not be in alignment. And some of you may feel like you're about to not be in alignment again. And you're asking for assistance, or you want the universe to assist you in changing or something like that, or growing, or you're trying to get away from the things that may have kept you stuck before. But it's like, I don't know if you're resisting it, like you're still there, but you're asking to leave. Some of y'all, it's time for you to figure out exactly what you want to do and go do it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. You need to start planning like it's like you're about to go do this thing. What's the message for the people in this reading? What's the message for the people in this reading? You have Bridget. You are a healer. Bottom of the deck, you have Aphrodite. Eternal love. Bridget, you are a healer. It says, Bridget, you are a healer. Trust the healing energy of the goddess. Cross the threshold. Bridget is the Irish goddess of fire, water, healing, and medicine, poetry, and smithcraft. Her name means fiery arrow. Legend says that when she was born, a flame reached from her head to the heavens. Her feast day, Imbolc, on the 1st of February, heralds the beginning of spring. Her symbols are thresholds, the hearth, sparks and flames, holy wells, snowdrops, and the bride's cross made of reeds. I don't know what that is. It says the Celtic goddess of the flame and the well have arrived to take you across the threshold. This is a reinitiation into your ancient healing powers from Mother Earth. Bridget boldly declares, "You are a healer. You carry tools, remedies, and skills earned during previous incarnations. The healing energy of the goddess is embedded in your cells. If you need healing yourself, let Bridget's bright blessings light the way. Strengthen your belief in your own power to heal. Or are you being called to facilitate healing for others? Remember, a healer's job isn't to rescue people from their problems. It's a humble role that helps someone call in their own highest vision of health and well-being. It's always the person who's receiving the healing who chooses how, when, and to what extent they're ready to heal. The powerful ancient healer inside of you may be scared of coming forwards. You may be fearful of ridicule, criticism, or even punishment. Long ago, the deep knowledge you carry was stolen, discredited, and used against you. But it's safe now to light up the world with your healing gifts. You're here to facilitate deep healing for other beings and for Mother Earth. The additional meanings of this card says, be optimistic and proactive about healing yourself. You're stronger than you think. Use complementary or integrative therapies in combination with conventional medicine. An important spiritual gateway is opening, so cross the threshold with positive expectations. I feel like that's the eclipse. Spring clean your home to create space for new energy, and visit Bridget's holy wells in Ireland, for example, County Kildare. The invocation of this card says, healing energies flow through me from the goddess. It's safe to heal. Now, pile 3, that's what I was kind of picking up on in this reading. I don't know whether you feel like you're supposed to be healing others, or you're supposed to be healing more, and the environment that you're in, or the person that you're around, or the people that you're around are not supportive of that. But I'm kind of getting that vibe. Like I said, somebody wants to ascend. Some of you may feel like you're meant to help other people ascend. You're meant to help other people heal and different things like that. But I feel like the path that you've taken so far, or the energy that you've been invested in, may now start to feel like a burden. And like I said, you could feel like you're starting to show up kind of like, if not your dad, or if not like your mom, it's like, it's giving me an energy of like you showing up like the people that you, I don't know. Some of you don't want to show up like the people that you didn't like growing up, or some of you don't want to take on the traits of the people that you, I'm still getting like didn't like growing up. It's like somebody could be repeating a pattern from their bloodline, and you're wanting to break it. You want to break it by healing. You also have Aphrodite, eternal love. Some of you, again, talking about being a healer, though, you may be desiring to get in a healing field if you're not already in one. You also have Aphrodite, eternal love. Romance is flowing. Celebrate your beauty. Aphrodite is the goddess of love, beauty, and sensuality. Classic Greek mythology says she was born from the sea foam around Paphos, Cyprus. Exuding feminine energy, Aphrodite evokes the creative and heart-renewing powers of the water. She was a divine queen in Lemuria and reigned over all matters of love, romance, and relationships. Her temple contained a huge rose quartz crystal. Aphrodite heals our defenses around accepting love. Her mirror reveals our true beauty. Her pomegranate invites us to revel in sensuality. Aphrodite asks us to treat romantic love with respect, for it is a sacred practice. Our partners are divine teachers, bringing opportunities to learn everything about our own hearts. It says Aphrodite rises from the sea to bring pure feminine blessings and lessons, her radiance showering upon you like a rose crystal waterfall. She takes you into her temple, attuning your energy to her rose quartz crystal. Laying pink roses at your feet, her priestess anoint your body with rose oil. Beloved, she says, see yourself as I see you, as an everlasting expression of the divine. Heal those old wounds of not beautiful or not lovable. Look into my mirror and see your true essence. Your relationships echo your relationship with yourself and the goddess. As you practice loving yourself, so you'll see the rebirth of self-love reflected back to you by your partner, friends, family, and the entire world. Renew your trust, as love never truly leaves. Your heart has a different healing pattern from your mind, so if you're in the process of a heartbreak, listen to what your heart is saying. Create a fresh template of love with a vibration that honors you. My spirit is breathing excitement and passion into your heart. A new cycle of love awaits. Some of y'all, I don't know if you're in a relationship, but you may be breaking up with someone. You could also be in a career field that's been stopping you from love, or in some sort of dynamic with people that have been stopping you from love. And I feel like some of y'all may want love, or to be loved. It says a new relationship is trustworthy, so open your heart. This is the additional meanings. A new relationship is trustworthy, so open your heart. You also have amplify the romance in your life with simple gestures like buying flowers for yourself or a surprise for your loved one. And you also have book a pampering treatment to retreat. Nope, not to retreat, to reflect your inner beauty and self-worth. Some of y'all want to retreat. The invocation of this card says, I cherish myself and create beautiful relationships. The way I enjoyed that shower, y'all. And I mean, I love long hot showers. Like, you know how they talk about how women love the shower like super duper duper hot? Yes. I love really hot showers, and I love to have like scrubs and oils and lotions and things when I get out, and skincare and conditioners, deep conditioners, all of that stuff. Like that is necessity. That is necessity for me. So because that is such a necessity for me, I feel like for somebody in this pile, that may be necessity for you. That may be a necessity for you. That may be something that's important to you. So again, I don't know whether, because like I'm getting different scenarios. Some of you guys have been in family dynamics where like you've seen parents overwork. You've seen people be in relationships where they stop taking care of themselves. You've seen people fall into addiction. You've seen people pass because they were stressed out. You've seen people, stay in relationships they didn't want to be in. There's some sort of path that you're going down now, or something that you've been doing where you've been investing in something where I feel like now, like whether it's a job situation, love situation, I don't know. Friend dynamic, I don't know, y'all. Some of you are starting to realize that you might have been or are currently investing in something that is almost counterproductive. It could be keeping you stuck. And it's not that you're meant to close off and not be around people. You honestly are meant to be giving to people. But for some of you, you know what's funny? I feel like it's almost like this. If you are someone that currently works in a field where you feel like you are not contributing to the world in whatever way, shape, or form that is, it could be anything. If you feel like what you're currently doing is not actually contributing to the collective or the world, I feel like somebody in this pile, but like maybe it makes you look good, I feel like somebody in this pile is actually desiring to really help. Okay? That's one area, like that's one thing that I'm picking up on. I mean, I feel like everybody in this pile wants to do that. I'm also getting something here too, though, where it's kind of like some of you guys want to connect with more people and build better relationships. And like, I don't know, like you're feeling spiritually drawn to dive deeper and use your heart more and trust your heart more and take a break. Maybe you've been working real hard. You want to take a break. And maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Any more advice for the people in this pile? This pile's going to be long. Any more advice for the people in this pile? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive the people around you. If there's somebody around you that you need to forgive. Some of y'all, you need to forgive yourself, though. Also, I keep getting this tend to your inner child type of vibe. Why is this coming up? What's this advice? I'm also getting like the things that you're most passionate about, or the things that you have passion behind that you're building, pile 3, keep it secret. Until you have it built or until you're fully invested in it, keep it secret. Yeah, some of y'all need to build in secret. I don't know if you need to build and like not tell your mama, not tell your dad, or what. Some of y'all not tell somebody. You need to build and not tell somebody. This is like a major energy for you. I don't know what you're leaving behind. But I feel like it's something that is just no longer in alignment with you. Let's get the soul's journey messages. What's the messages for the people in this pile? Messages for the people in this pile. Yes, you have relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Yes, some of y'all. I feel like you want to be around better people. Whatever that is defined for you. Like, I'm getting something here about you not wanting to be around people that you feel like you have to perform for. Or some of y'all, you may start to realize that the people that you're around are not that great. Like, some of you could be feeling like the people you're around are not that great and you want to be around better people just in general. Even if they have money and all kinds of stuff. I mean, some of you could be around people who are struggling and you're like, I actually want to be around people who are in alignment with their purpose, doing better, all kinds of stuff. Others of you, I'm getting like, you might be around people who are doing well, but spiritually void. There is not much there. And you might be starting to realize that, like, that's not your vibe. You have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. If this is about a relationship, you may feel like your partner is no longer on the same page with you and you need to separate. Yeah, because you have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Some of you want to be, this is like marrying for money. This is like connecting with someone for status. This is you not thinking about emotions. I feel like somebody is trying to get out of that energy. I'm also picking up on something here too, though. Like, even when it comes down to the career stuff, though, somebody wants to do something that they love. You want to find a way to be abundant off of something that you love. But I'm getting somebody wants to do something that they love. Or maybe you are currently doing something that you love and the people around you have tried to like push you off of that path. And you're like, no, I need to choose my own path. I need to do my own thing. Like I said, it could even be a thing where it's like, for some of you, the masculine energy that I'm picking up on, even though I feel like it still could be tied to a parental figure of some sort, or like a figure that you don't want to be like, this could even be your boss. If some of you work like a 9 to 5, you could have a boss that is miserable and they're like trying to keep you in the company, trying to keep you there, want to keep up the morale, want to tell you that one day you could be in my position too. One day, and you're like, you look miserable. You're like, you do not look happy. And the more you tell me I could be in your position, the more I'm like, why would I want to be there? You're starting to realize, like, this does not look like what I want. Because you would much rather be in love with your life or even in love with your person. Maybe some of you guys are seeing people be in relationships and the relationship looks perfect, but it's like, you're not happy. You don't love that person. That person doesn't love you. You're in it for the wrong reasons. You're holding on for the wrong reasons. You're like, I don't want that. Or you've seen your parents do that. You're like, I don't want that. You might even be like, I don't want someone like that. Like a parent. Like, you're like, I don't want to be with someone like that. You know? You also have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Somebody in here, you need to make sure you are taking care of yourself. Take the breaks. Do the self-care. Make sure you're going to the doctor visit. Make sure you're going to the dentist, you know? If you don't have the money for it, save up the money for it. I'm getting somebody needs to take care of themselves. Okay? Even mentally, like, again, remove yourself from the places where people are draining you. Don't be around people that talk bad about you or that make you feel bad. Like, you don't have to be around that. Like I said, the only thing that's really stopping you is the illusion of what would have been or could have been, or you just overthinking things. I'm also getting the desire to keep up a facade yourself. Somebody in this pile, maybe there's a desire to be seen a certain type of way. You don't need to be that way. What's self-care for the people in this reading? You have dream journals. Some of y'all need to pay attention to your dreams. Massage. Some of y'all need to go get a massage. You have burning bowl rituals. Somebody needs to do a burning bowl ritual during a new moon solar eclipse. I mean, eclipses pull stuff out of your life. So this is like a kind of weird new moon. Most new moons are calling in energy, but solar eclipses pull things out. So some of you guys, I'm getting like Like how I said, some of y'all prayed for something and you're going to get it because you basically are agreeing to the universe breaking everything down. That might be your vibe right now. Some of y'all asked for something and it broke everything down, or this is what's happening. You also have beauty ritual. Yes, y'all. That's definitely a thing in this pile. Some of y'all need to take care of yourselves. Some of you could even be interested in something beauty related, or like something that's not related to whatever industry you're currently in. There could be other things that you want to focus on. I mean, you could be in this type of industry, but I'm getting like maybe some of you want to have more, I don't know, like I'm getting like whimsy. Like somebody wants to add more whimsy to their life. They want to romanticize their life and they feel like they can't because of whatever they're currently doing or however they want to show up for other people or whatever it is. And it's like, you got to decide. You also have smecks out here. Some of you guys, can I just say it? Will you two be mad at me? I'm going to just say smecks. Some of y'all, you have smecks out here. If you have someone that I don't know if you're single, prepare yourself. Because some of you may call in someone and have the opportunity to have that. Hopefully it's healthy. Hopefully it's high vibe. Hopefully you have fun. Be safe. But also, if you do have a partner and your partner's not the problem, maybe your job's the problem or other things are the problem, enjoy that time with your partner. That's self-care for you. And then you also have rest at the bottom of the deck. Go to sleep. Take some time to rest. Okay? What else? Soul's Journey, self-care, Love Oracle. Let's do the Love Oracle. And then I'll do a mantra to close out your reading. What is the Love Oracle for the people in this message? You have forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for love is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. You also have life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Go with the flow. I'm hearing Ordinary People by John Legend. Okay. Some of y'all just ordinary people. Messages for the people in this reading. Your mantras. You have, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. You also have, there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. Under that deck, you have, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. One more mantra. One more mantra for the people in the pile. One more mantra for the people in the pile. One more mantra, please. I'm sleeping after this. That shower was too good. That shower was too good. I'm super cozy. Okay, you have, when I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. When I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. And then you also have, true manifestations are powered by service and love. I love that card. True manifestations are powered by service and love. Yes. Always love. So that's all that I have for the people in this reading. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance.